Hey everybody, Matthew Turner, Ashley Soden, Roar of the Lions UK. Many thanks for joining us early and being so active in the chat. Lovely to see you on this fine Sunday as we are live reacting to Panthers at Lions. And Ash, it's a really big game today for both teams, one looking to get their first win of the season and the other looking to stretch our lead in the division.
100%. And to give it that little extra bit of spice, obviously, this is a revenge game for us after last year's awful frozen field game where the Panthers just absolutely obliterated us and basically ruined our chance to the playoffs. Because if we didn't let up there, we wouldn't have had to have the situation we did the next week where we were praying for the Rams to beat Seattle. So we've got that extra little bit of motivation on our shoulder to get as like a sort of get right game, right that wrong, and as you say, yeah, stretch the lead into the division and ride into hopefully an easier part of the season with like the Raiders and that coming up with a nice little healthy lead.
Inactives for today, Panthers are missing running back Raheem Blackshear, safety Xavier Woods, cornerback Dante Jackson, linebacker Dion Jones, and tackle David Sharp. For the Lions, some significant misses. It has been confirmed that Amon-Ra St. Brown and Jameer Gibbs are both missing. Brian Branch we knew already, but also James Mitchell, the tight end, and defensive lineman Levi Onwuzurike and Broderick Martin. Ash, it's a significant part of the team, Gibbs, St. Brown and Branch. And I mean, the defensive line also looks a bit light without Onwuzurike, so the Lions are having to go pretty banged up. And we also hear that Graham Glasgow is going to be starting at right guard, even though Hal Vaitai is fit to play.
100, yeah, so it's just been tweeted out that Glasgow has been announced as a starter in the stadium. But yeah, I saw quite a few tweets saying it like, how did we have an extra long week, obviously playing last Thursday, and yet enter this game with like more injuries than we had before? It's just insane. But obviously, it's next man up mentality. Obviously, Glasgow's been playing well enough in the stead of Vaitai to keep his spot. Leaf, obviously, we're hoping can really pick up the slack that Amon-Ra is going to leave over the middle. He might get some really good work against Jeremy Chin in the slot. And obviously, we've got Monty, we've got Ozona for Knight, and we've got Craig Reynolds to carry the load against this Carolina run defense. It's been the stats say one thing, and then the actual play on the field says the other, because the stats say they're one of the worst, but that's just because they've been force fed, the ball's been rammed down their throats with them being behind so much. Well, actually, their defensive line's pretty good against the run. Derek Brown, who's obviously a sort of thorn in our side, considering we took Hawk over him and he's been pretty decent for the Panthers, is the standout there. He's the one I'm really looking for on their defensive line. Him and obviously Brian Burns, FSU legend. But yeah, it's going to be a trench battle game, and hopefully we've got the strength on both, still enough strength on both sides to win that, because whoever wins that battle, I think, wins this game.
Yeah, so I'm going to come and ask you in just a second your thoughts on the game in terms of how it's going to go. You've talked about, who's playing and all that sort of stuff, but you weren't here for the game preview. But I'm just going to give a shout out quickly to the people in the live chat, and then I'm going to come straight back to you before the kick, which is in about 4 to 5 minutes' time. Carlton Wood, James Burgess, Free Climb, Tony White, Brent DeWitt. Brian Shook is in the building. Who else is here? Teardrop Floyd too. And then early on, before the live chat started, we did have a super chat from our biggest donator, which was obviously lovely to see as well. He's actually at the game today. Why can't I remember his name? Jeff Hurley. That's the one. So Jeff Hurley is in Ford Field, so we wish him the best and hopefully a victory coming. Also, Mike the Marine in the Twitch chat as well. Hope everyone has had a great weekend. Ash, your thoughts on the game, how it's going to actually progress, because the Lions are a lot more banged up. You've talked about, the running backs that might carry the ball in relief of Gibbs being out and who might do it in terms of Amon-Ra being out. But do you think we can actually handle them with this much injuries to both sides of the ball? I mean, Branch and Amon-Ra potentially are two biggest players on both sides of the ball outside of the quarterback.
Yeah, I still think we do, because for me, it really does come down to those quarterbacks who can handle the adversity better. We've seen Goff the past couple of years really handle that adversity. Off his first year, having basically no one but Khalif to throw to him for the first half of the season until him and Amon-Ra got on the same page. And then last year, fighting through that really bad start to the year to then come back and have a winning record while young. Obviously, playing on a team that picked first overall, though they traded up for it. hasn't started so funky fresh, to put it mildly.
Mm.
He's obviously he missed one game, which is the second game of the season with the ankle injury, but two touchdowns, two interceptions from a former Heisman winner and Alabama carrier who obviously took them to national championships. Maybe it's a scheme. Riker's really seemingly not done as well with the past couple of years scheming up offenses. But at the same time, he's a rookie. He's had 4 or 5 games. He hasn't looked the best. So if it comes down to the quarterbacks, we've got the edge with Goff. So for me, we still draw that advantage. It might be closer than I was predicting when I wrote the prediction because I did have us winning by 10 points, but that was before all the injuries really came out. So maybe a bit closer than that. But at the end of the day, we've just got that little extra bit of talent that might be the deciding factor here.
Just before the game kicks off, I just want to talk a little bit about the store that we've just launched, and I'm just trying to get the link for myself now because I've misplaced what it was called because it's not the most obvious name in the world. But it's taken a good amount of effort on my part to get it rolling, and I hope it's got a lot of good feedback. So I enjoyed that very much. But if you guys fancy repping the show out and about in Detroit, it could mean really big things for us. So anything that you guys can do on that point, much appreciated. And it's a good way to show some appreciation to the show, as well as obviously the usual channels, super chats, all that good stuff. Fingers crossed for this one, Ash, because everyone's talking about trap game, and I don't feel like the players are going to treat it like a trap game. But sometimes it just hits you in the face. And I talked in the preview show about quarterbacks like Bryce Young being the ones that have given the Lions historical problems in the past. Everyone likes to talk about the, dual threat quarterbacks. And it's not like Bryce doesn't have that rushing threat, but that's not really what he's about. He's an elusive in the pocket quarterback who delivers a really pretty ball, can throw it deep. He hasn't done it in the NFL yet, but super accurate, especially short. And you have a look at people like Tua, you have a look at people like Geno, they're the ones that give us problems. And I think Young's in that mold. So people coming into this game thinking that we can roll them over, I think is going to be disappointed with this.
100%, not to bring up any bad memories, but there was a certain time where we did face a similar quarterback who was a rookie. Monday Night Football, week 1. It could end like that. Obviously, I'm hoping it's not because, oh my God, the swing of emotions I had in that game would be too much for me to handle on this much caffeine. But I think this I don't want to say this team is different, but it is. Those past okay, even last year we had the issue with against Tua. We had the issue where Glenn was telling the defensive backs one thing and Pleasant was telling them another, and it led to Pleasant being fired right after that game, pretty much. So
yeah,
hopefully things can be different.
Right, we've got the kickoff coming up. It's the Panthers at the Lions, Sunday, October the 7th. It says Lambeau Field. That's not right. I have to change that. Whoops. And the date is wrong as well. Absolute shambles. Kickoff into the end zone. Panthers have downed it. It's a touchback. They're coming out to the 25. The Lions defense hitting the field first. God,
It's an interesting decision from because I know I saw tweets that Carolina actually won the toss and elected to receive. So it almost feels like they're going to try and set the tone of the game here on this first drive. So hopefully we can set the tone right back and send them swiftly back to the bench.
I think it's about putting your best foot forward. They think they're best on offense. I don't agree with them, but
nor do I. The defense is better. Like I said it in my preview, their DC Ivero has deservedly got some head coaching looks in the offseason.
He's taken really good. Bryce Young, throw short, completion, 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2 coming up. Sorry, Ash.
Saying I agree with you. The defense is better. I know they're transitioning from the attacking Steve Wilkes 4-3 to the Ivero Fangio scheme as a free it's odd front, but they've got really good pieces on there. Burns is good. Brown's good. Tuttle's been a decent run. No stuff in run tackle. Woods is good except for his out. Jeremy Chin, God, remember his rookie season. Oh,
Young hands it off and gets through the first line of defense. About a 5-yard gain. First down for Carolina. Can I check the time with you? I've got 14:15 now.
I'm about 3 seconds ahead. So I'll pause for 1, 2, 3. There we go.
Okay, I'll tell you the time as soon as it comes off Frank Reich here.
Yeah.
14, 13, 59,
Yeah.
58. Cool.
Yeah.
Right. First and 10 then at the Detroit 39. Oh, sorry, at the Panthers 39. Young under centre. Single back. Man in motion is Chenault, who takes the jet sweep. And Hutchinson with a lovely tackle for a loss of 1.5 yards. Second down and 11 coming up.
Nice read there from Hutch to sort of recognise the handoff and just disengage from Ian Thomas. So that 82.
Lovely sidestep.
Oh,
Oh,
Tommy
yeah.
Tremble.
Big shout out to
Yo,
Cool Down Rat, by the way, subscribing with Prime, his 15th month on a 7th month streak, says it's only Amon Russell Brown I'm really worried about today. Second down and 12. In the shotgun now for Bryce. Takes a snap, two-step drop, looking right, pumps, tries to escape, and then throws it away. Third down and 12 coming up. Good start for the Lions defense.
yeah. I don't want to go. I don't want to draw on some pre-draft analysis and say that old bugbear that it was said about DeBryce Young, but oh my god, seeing him on the camera against these like offensive linemen and that, he does look small. He looks like me.
Chrissy J, 40-year-old UK Lions fan, says Lions taking care of business today, 30-10. Big day for Sam LaP.
Yes.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
The butcher will have a good day.
Third and 12, play clock winding down, now 2 seconds. Young takes a snap. 2-step, 3-step drop again, looking down the field. Good time, and that looked really low. Was it caught?
Listen.
To DJ Chark, and it is complete for a first down. I'm not sure about that. Let's see.
Oh, maybe. Ooh, I don't know.
That's a good catch.
That is a good catch.
Young looking right and throwing the ball away. Second down and 10 coming up.
Oh no.
Oh,
I think we're challenging.
This isn't. We are challenging it, and it's a bad challenge.
Again, yeah.
That's a perfectly good catch.
It's this again. Remember, was it Seattle?
I think it was the last game, wasn't it? Wasn't it against the I mean, I was here where there were. Yeah, I think it was against the Falcons.
Yeah, it was the Falcons. Then yeah, where we had this basically happen.
But in reverse, we had one ruled incomplete, and they challenged it, and they definitely dropped it. That was right.
Yeah, because it was the Tracy Walker with
the pick. Yeah,
pick. Yeah, and he went through it. It bounced up, and
it's an awful challenge. We're going to rewind back to first and 10 with 13:10 to go. I think so.
Yeah.
Whoa. Well done to the Jags in London, by the way, getting one over the Bills. That's really good for them and really good for me. Although I've reinvested that money straight into a parlay, so I'm not seeing that money back. I can't decide which one of my parlays is worse, so we'll see. Got Ravens minus 4.5 away against the Steelers. Texans away against the Falcons plus 2.5. Pats at home against the Saints minus 2. Colts at home against the Titans plus 2.5. Kansas City away against the Vikings minus 3.5. And Jets away against the Broncos plus 2.
I honestly don't know. I mean, the Texans one sounds the best.
Free Climb says, how the hell is it that I'm in Detroit and you're 1 second ahead of the live broadcast? We're just special.
Europe gets that special privileges from Game Pass.
And you've had to pause for 3 seconds to stay with me, so...
Exactly, yeah.
Joshua Mercer 7 says, really better hope that gets overturned after undoing that first down incompletion. He says, it looks like a catch to me. Does to me as well. And Grandizer 12... coming in with a $5 super chat says, Lions vs Panthers, cat fight, no pity for the other kitty, guttural meowing sounds, screeching, hissing, yowling and growling. It looks like a tiger emoji rather than a lion emoji. I can't tell. Lots of paws and stuff. Anyway, here we go on the call. Ruling on the field stands as called. It is a completed catch. It's first down and 10. Oh, and Lewis Hamilton's collided with George Russell, and Hamilton's out at the first corner of the Qatar GP. What fun.
Orlando.
Lando's my boy. And George,
Same.
to be honest. Right. 12:38, first and 10. Is at the Lions' 45-yard line. In shotgun. Takes the snap. RPO. And then he takes off upfield. He's running for the sideline and gets hit in bounds. Good hit by Will Harris.
He's starting in place of Branch, and then it's Kirby in for Iffy in the safety room.
I mean, it's a collector's item, a good Will Harris play. So there we go.
Hey! He was passable last season.
He was passable last season, but there we go. "12 minutes left in this first quarter. Young takes it on 2nd and 6, hands it off, out of shotgun. They gain about 2, and that's going to be 3rd and 4. They're on the fringes of field goal range here.
I was about to say, this is a big... If we can get a stop here, it'll be big, because we probably will stop and get him through.
Bugs checking out of the play. This means Hutchinson's probably coming inside. Kaminsky's in the game too, and Charles Harris. It looks like it might be NASCAR package territory. Oh, but Benito Jones is in the game too, so...
I think Benito will go over... who's that? Would go for Throckmorton, because then Hutch will get a good matchup against Zavala, who is giving up a league-leading 24 pressures and has the worst pass blocking grade in the NFL.
Oh, Young trying to escape and manages to escape 1, chucks it up, and that is incomplete. It's 4th down and 5. And Young heading off the field. I'm assuming they're going to try a long field goal here. It's going to be a 57-yard attempt. Or potentially they're punting. I don't know. But I wouldn't be punting here. Will Harris again with the pressure on the quarterback.
Nope.
They are staying on the field. 4th and 5. This is the right call. But they've only got 14 seconds to get the play off. And it's loud in Ford Field.
We're seeing the Pete Carroll effect again.
And they don't manage to get the play off.
Now they're probably gonna have to punt.
Now they have to punt. They've taken themselves out of long field goal range. Eddie Pinheiro hit his career long last week of 56 yards, and that would have been 57. So, you know, and he made that by a couple of yards too. It wasn't like he only just made it, but there we go. I'm not watching Red Zone, which is a real shame, but I just got an alert that Ryan Tannehill has a big play. What fun.
Oh, let's have a look. I'll have a look. While we're waiting for... We'll do the... Texans... Well, good news for you. Texans are 3-0 up against the Falcons right now.
Hey.
Let's have a look. Tannehill.
Oh, we declined the penalty. So 4th and 5 from the 40-yard line. Oh, and that's a false start by the Panthers, but presumably we're going to we're going to say no to that as well.
Your big play was Tannehill to Trayvon Wesco for 21 yards. Let's have a look.
Why would we accept the false start penalty, but not the delay of game penalty? Did we take a timeout already?
No, we lost it because of the challenge.
Yes, we did. Thank you very much. Right, the punt is away. Short kick. Fair catch called for, but Raymond didn't actually end up taking a bounce in favour of the Lions. They're coming out to their own 19-yard line. And that's only a net gain then of 21 yards for the Panthers from the original spot. So, you know, great stand by the Lions defense. Could have got out off and then good catch by Chark, but they do end up getting off the field. Teppo caught a lion and is in the chat saying, got to enjoy these 1 o'clock games when we can get them finished prime time. How's your weekend been, boys? All good, Matt and Ash? All good here, Teppo. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining us. And Derek Beetleman is in the chat as well saying, what's up, guys? What's up to you, Derek? Hope you're having a good time. I don't know if anyone's going to Tampa next weekend, but our own Ryan Farzan is going to be in Tampa Bay watching the game. So if anyone wants to hook up with a Roar of the Lion UK boy, you can do that. Just let us know you're going to be in the area. What?
You can't just be inviting people to go up and kiss him.
I'm sure he'd love it. I'm sure he'd love it. First drive, Ash on defense. What did he make of it?
It was a disappointing start, obviously, for them to be able to pick up that many yards. But as I said, as I kind of predicted, as soon as we needed to really nail down and sort of don't give up any more yards, they go backwards. So decent first drive. It's just now we've got to set the tone on the offense. We can't just start trading three and outs, no points. And someone needs to score. Whoever scores the first point's probably great. Takes a big chokehold of this game, and then they'll be able to control it for the rest of the game because we're both teams that like to run the clock. So whoever gets at those points can start running the ball, burning the clock down is probably going to do the better of the two.
That drive on offense for Carolina, Young went 2 of 4 for 26 yards, rushing the ball. Miles Sanders 2 for 8 yards. Bryce Young had 1 for 4, and LaVisca Chenault 1 for a loss of 2. Receiving, DJ Chark is 1 of 1 for 18, and Jonathan Mingo, the rookie, 1 of 1 for 8. On defense for the Lions, Anzalone with 2 tackles, Aiden Hutchinson with 2 tackles, including a tackle for a loss, and then Will Harris and Isaiah Buggs with the other 2. Johnny Hecker's punt was a 25-yard punt. NTHR_1_bites the dust says, thanks guys, you are the only way for me to hear commentary. Thanks for listening you. Sorry?
Is Ryan Farden an Arsenal fan?
Yes.
He's going to be in dreamland now. 87th minute, Martinelli scores to make it 1-0 against City.
Get in. Anyone but City at this point, apart from United. But there we go.
Yeah, that means you want us to win. Fine, I can accept that. We've still got a chance.
Jared Goff under centre from our own 19. Takes a snap, play action, first play. Looking deep down the field, throws it. Lovely throw on time to Khalif Raymond. And gets all the way down to the Lions. 43-yard line, gain of 24, and a first down Detroit.
As expected, starting wide receivers are Khalif, Josh Reynolds, and Marvin Jones Jr.
Marvin?
It's for the run blocking.
Yeah, and it's going to be a big part of what we do, so...
Exactly, yeah. I'll say that now, and probably as soon as I say that, JMO will check in. And yeah, there he is. I love how you can tell who's JMO just by the cleats.
Play action out of I formation. Lovely throw on time again to Khalif Raymond, I think. Oh no, that's not Khalif Raymond. Who's that? It's Marvin Jones.
Marvin Jones got a catch. He's caught on something and not fumbled.
Oh, first down and 10 once again. There was pressure in Goff's face, and he got hit late there. I'm surprised that they didn't call that some sort of roughing. Marvin Jones off the board.
I love that. I love he just gives the little thumb up.
I formation again from the Carolina 42-yard line under centre. Goff hands it off this time to David Montgomery, and he bounces off him, and he's gone ahead of steam here.
Go on!
Go all the way!
Yeah!
Detroit touchdown! David Montgomery, he bounced off one and found the lane and gets all the way
42 yards. 42-yard run.
What a start!
I'm prefacing this by saying I'm being satirical and joking. Who says you need Jameer Gibbs for an explosive run?
All right.
Steve just put in the chat. Marvin did a catch.
First play, Raymond's catch. Second play, Marvin catch. Third play, touchdown, 81 yards. Here comes the PAT. It's up and good. 7-0 Detroit. How you like that?
One thing. Did you see that? You saw it just about in the replay. Did you see Jamie just toss one of the Panthers on that run? So it's Monty goes past on his left, and Jamie just absolutely cleans out what I think it might have been whoever starting in place of Dante Jackson. So Deshaun Jameson, maybe. I have to watch. I'll make a note to watch that back myself. But there we go. There's one clip for the TikTok next week.
Oh, that was something, Ash. Efficiency. on both sides, rushing and receiving. Goff on time, Marvin in the game, Khalif in the game, and then the blocking is on point. And the Lions, I mean, if this is how it's going to be, they're going to fly today.
Exactly. And again, Lions PR coming in with an absolute storm of a tweet. With his touchdown, with that touchdown, Montgomery has now set a new franchise record for the most rushing touchdowns a Lion has had in their first 4 games with the team.
Wow. That's ridiculous.
That is. Oh.
David Montgomery's stat line reads 1 rush, 42 yards, 1 touchdown.
And about
Beast.
40 of that is going to be after contacts as well.
Yeah, because he got contacted pretty near the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
Been rushing, trying to get the scoreboard up just because it's been so... Oh, my clock's still running. I have to check that back. But I just wasn't expecting us to score so damn quick. Let's get the scoreboard up for the first time today. There it is! 7-0, the Lions lead. And what a good start that was.
The time it's 9:41 on the game clock.
Thank you very much.
Oh, has Nick got the...
Right, let's have a look at this. So they're showing the replay now.
Yeah. So, will it show? So watch Jamo Nimsek. He just absolutely tosses. Oh, yeah, the highlights it. Watch, he just goes boosh to 42. That's a linebacker.
42 is...
Sam Franklin.
He's a safety.
Free safety, yeah.
Right, the kickoff is coming up right now. Carlton Wood, we heard that JMO might be on a 20-snap limit, yes, but we shall see. Fox kicks away. It's about 2 yards deep, and it's going to be returned by the Panthers, and comes out to the 18-yard line with a lovely tackle by Malcolm Rodriguez. And it's first down and 10.
If JMO was on a 20 snap count, I'm averaging a touchdown for every 2 JMO plays. We're setting up 70, boys.
Joshua Mercer just said JMO got away with a tackle. Lol, yeah, he did. That was very, very close to being holding because he was on the wrong side.
Yeah, I think that's why he just pushed him away because he's just like, I'm not dealing with this.
Yeah. 9:36 then left in the first quarter. 7-0 Detroit. Bryce Young under center.
Ooh. I was going to say, if you just saw on the replay, I think that's Teddy literally with all the wide receivers with the tablet probably going through stuff. I love that. Oh!
So close to getting the sack there, but Bryce Young manages to throw it away. 2nd down and 10.
So is this the Waddle touchdown?
In my larger parlay, I also had Dolphins minus 13.5 against the Giants. So that's a good start.
That is a really good start.
2nd down and 10 then. 9:31 left in this first quarter. Young comes out in shotgun on their own 17-yard line. Young now having to change the play, but only limited time for 3 seconds, 2, 1. Manages to get it off, and he hands it off. And a lovely tackle by Aiden Hutchinson for a gain of only 1. 3rd down and 9.
Was that Nurse Campbell, wasn't it?
Was it Jack Campbell? They look so similar physically, it's not even funny.
So a lot.
Yeah, it's Jack Campbell. Sorry.
Jack Campbell, yeah.
I maybe it's just me that thinks they look similar, but like they're both
I can see it.
Yeah, both like 6'5", 6'4", 6'5", and about 250 pounds.
Yeah, well, yeah. Hutch, I think is 280.
Oh, is he that? Oh, okay, my bad. I thought Hutch.
It's because he was 280 last year, but obviously because he had that baby fat, he looked a lot bigger.
Thrown and caught. Complete first down. Sorry to cut you off. Say again.
It's like I'm just saying that last year Hutch had that baby fat on him, so he looked bigger than he was. This year he's really sort of leaned down, but also bulks up at the same time. So he's a lot more muscle.
Oh, there's a big hold in there that's not being called.
Yeah.
And Adam Thielen with the catch for a gain of 11 and a first down.
that makes sense. He just found the hole between our zones and got through it.
So it's at the Panthers' 28-yard line, takes a snap and hands it off, and well done by our line. Oh no, that's Jerry Jacobs in there for the tackle. Nice job. Second down and maybe 8.
Yeah, nice little run read from. Yep, there we go. Arsenal beat City.
Mark just said, yay, Marvin, if he leaves, it needs to be with chin up and proud. If he's starting today, I have to think that the chances of him leaving is not exactly high right now.
Yeah, unless to be, well, not a negative lens, let's call it a realistic Reisman. Unless he's sticking around until James fully back up to speed, then they're going to move on from him.
Play action here by Young, and it's been effective by Hutchinson!
Oh, good one-handed grab! Aiden Hutchinson with the basketball play. Just goes boing!
Oh, what a pick! Just tried a little wide running back screen, and Hutch sounded it out on a one-handed catch. Ooh. And he got hit hard, and he is hurting. He is limping. Oh, the tackle was from his blind side with the helmet right into his ribs. I'm not going to be surprised if he might take some time out the next series after that. Oh my God, what a catch!
That was really good. I'm now just looking because I want to make a funny if I can. There he is. So
beat his man, pushed him away, and oh, yeah, buddy.
I just want to look. Source.
Run play. Montgomery gets 5 yards. Not 42 this time. Second down and 5 for the Lions.
And with that,
Hutchinson's in trouble on the sideline. He's talking to trainers, I think.
Oh.
He looks happy enough.
I think he's just, yeah. I think he's just got the wind knocked out of him a bit.
Right, from the Panthers 15, second down and 5. Single back set here. Tight end in motion. Big block by him. Safeties come down to play, but Montgomery crashes down for 5 yards, and that's going to be a first down, Detroit. And that's going to be first down and goal from the 10.
Well,
in comes Marvin Jones. In comes Josh Reynolds. Sorry?
You can guess who's just set the NFL record for most interceptions by defensive linemen through their first 2 seasons in NFL history.
Yeah, it was ridiculous, isn't it? Right.
It really is.
Jumbo set here. And Goff takes a snap. And play action, naked bootleg.
Oh.
And a lovely throw under pressure on first down and goal. Well caught by the tight end. It's going to be second down and goal from the 8.
I like the play design. It just they got
blew it up
a bit too quick on it. Yeah. Why are they showing the Panthers? No, that's not how the Panthers do their nickel set. Yes, but
they just don't know what they're doing. 7-0 Detroit. 5:40 left in the first quarter. Goff under center here. Second down and goal. From the 8, takes a snap and hands it off to Montgomery. Comes up the middle and gains maybe 4 yards down to the 4. Down to the 4.5 yard line. Third down and goal.
You're play actioning from on third down, aren't you?
No.
If it was you wouldn't. Okay.
If anything, I would be tempted by like a draw from shotgun.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Hutch is looking better on the sideline. He's looking okay, I think.
5 minutes to go then in this first quarter. Got to put your foot down on their throat. Goff under center, and he play action, and in the end zone, touchdown, Detroit Lions! It's Sam LaPorta, baby!
Yes!
Woo!
Yes!
What a play design! It's a really good play fake by Goff. He's got all the time in the world and just feathers the ball to Sam LaPorta, who has just enough time to come in field from the sideline and get to the touchdown. Sam LaPorta, absolutely fantastic start of his rookie career. 13-0 Lions, PAT to come.
100%. Ben's just seen what our defense struggles with and then uses that play. That is, because if it was the other way around, we know we wouldn't be able to defend that play. For some reason, we can't defend those kind of plays. And Ben's just got thought, hang on, if we're struggling with it, maybe we can use it. And now it's 14-0 to us. And I'm not
14
making the
nothing
same
Detroit. Sorry?
And I'm not making the same mistake I did against Green Bay by saying certain things about the game in half time, but
No,
I want to say
please
this.
don't.
I want to say those certain things, but instead I shall, in honor of that touchdown, I will make myself a Jaeger bomb because I've still got my Jaeger.
Yeah, let's go. And you're not working for a week, so no excuse.
Exactly.
Right, let's show you the scoreboard again for the second time today. 14-0 Detroit in the first quarter. Bryce Young, 3 of 7 for 35 yards and an interception. Miles Sanders leading the team in rushing, 3 rushes for 10 yards. And DJ Chark, 1 reception for 18 yards. For your Detroit Lions, Jared Goff is perfect, 4 of 4 for 45 yards and a touchdown. Dave Montgomery, 4 rushes for 56 yards and a touchdown. And Khalif Raymond leads the team in receiving, 1 catch on 1 target for 23 yards, but Sam LaPorta with the all-important catch for 4 yards and a touchdown. That is the scoreline coming towards the end of the first quarter. As Ash, have you had it? I haven't seen it.
Not yet. I'm going to pour the energy now. Oh, sentiment. That's nice.
Oh, for everyone who thought this was going to be a tight game, I mean, including me, you're a fool.
And me.
You're a fool. Let's... Sorry?
I was going to say, yeah, we're both full. To quote Lord of the Rings, we're both full of tukes.
Let's go around the league as Ash celebrates with a Jaeger bomb. I mean, you're 2 behind.
I will catch up. It's because obviously I was at work for like 8 hours and I had a nap, and now I'm here celebrating you guys. I will catch up. If push comes to the shove, I will even Uber Eats alcohol and food.
Oh, yes. I love it. There's 1 down the hatch. Okay, let's take you around the league. Tennessee at Indianapolis. Indy are about to kick off after scoring a touchdown. It's 7-3 in their favor. The Pats are 3rd and 7 in their own territory on their own 24. They have conceded a touchdown against the Saints, 7-0. Baltimore have the ball and they're 7-0 up against Pittsburgh. Atlanta are 7-3 up against Houston, and Houston are just starting their third possession or so. Miami have the ball and they're up 7-0 at midfield against the Giants. And because the byes have started, there's a lot less teams playing in this 1 o'clock slate. And here comes Jack Fox to kick off once again. And it goes into the end zone. And the Panthers are coming out to the 25. Bryce Young's had a rough start.
He has done, and he's not showing out against one of the goats of rap music because the Slim Shady is in the house. They've shown him on the big screen supposedly, and the crowd went wild.
Mark Perez just said, have you guys made hotel reservations for the draft already? I made one as soon as it was announced because I knew that the prices would go through the roof. I'm half expecting our... well, we haven't got a hotel. We've got just a little house with 3 bedrooms. It was only like £60, £70 and £100 a night, something like that for 6 of us. So I am presuming that it's going to get cancelled, and then we're going to have to hustle. 1 yard gain on the rush up the middle. So it's 2nd down and 9 coming up for the Panthers.
So Hutchinson now has 4 interceptions in his career. This is the 2nd most interceptions the defensive lineman has had for Detroit, only trailing Larry Hand, who had 5 over 1965 to 77. He is also, I had it up, God damn it, phone. He's the 4th player in NFL history to, regardless of position, to log at least 10 sacks and 4 interceptions through 2 seasons. And he's doing that in his first 2 seasons in the league.
He also was on the sideline during that first down play, so he is feeling some sort of injury on that sideline after that hit and the interception. Joshua Mercer says, how much do you guys think Marv is loving playing for a winning Lions team? Now, the last time he was with the Lions, with Golden Tate and Kenny Golladay and Matthew Stafford, that was a winning Lions team. It was. Caldwell finished 9-7, 3 out of his 4 years. the culture it would anticipate is nicer to play in now than it was then. But we know that Caldwell was a people's players' coach as much as Campbell was, but maybe not quite to this extent. So I'm sure he absolutely loves being there. But well, I mean, you say winning team. 9-7's a winning team, but only marginally. I don't know if you guys actually frequent our website at all, but I wrote a blog post 2 days ago
Yes,
about
Friday night.
why the Lions should be serious contenders for the number one seed in the NFC. And they should. Like, if you have a look at the other contenders up there, 49ers don't have that hard a schedule. They'll probably go like 15-2, 14-3. So that's going to be tough. But, they could have a hiccup here or there. It happens, and then you're relying on us not, but whatever. But Dallas and Philadelphia have really hard schedules. And they've got to
They
run
do,
a
yeah.
fucking gauntlet, and they've got to play each other. So the idea that those guys are not going to have 4 or 5 losses, I'm just having a struggle with. So it's one of those things where I really think, I mean, second seed is what I'm aiming for right now, and I think it's eminently achievable.
It definitely is. And kind of speaking about the NFC, but not, I've just seen a quote from the Giants defensive coordinator, Wink Martindale, and it is a top tier quote. And thank God, I'm not showing the play. My wife called me last night. Are you getting any sleep? Yes, I'm sleeping like a baby. I wake up every 2 hours, cry, go to the bathroom, and then try to go back to sleep and get some more. Legendary quote from Wink there.
Oh, the stretcher and the cart has been brought onto the field for someone. Looks like it's a Panthers player, but I haven't seen.
I don't want. It's Chandler Zavala.
Oh man, that
Oh
sucks for
shit!
him. They've gone back into TV advertising just to wait until he's carted off the field.
Yeah.
Hopefully he's okay.
To give some more context, Justin Rogers just tweeted, "Scary scene here as Panthers guard Chandler Zavala being transferred to a board to be carted off. Collided with Isaiah Bugs in a way that didn't look different than any other football snap, but immediately collapsed and wasn't moving."
Oh shit. Oh, I'm a fan of him. He hasn't had a good start to the season, but
Yeah,
he seems like a really good kid, and he's a bit of a project, but his ceiling is really high. I hope
it
he's
really
okay.
is. Like I know I kind of memed on him a bit in with the name of this week's game preview in the first paragraph, but he's a really good guard. I remember obviously me and Ant had our little draft bet about him versus Jamie, and it both turns out they both got picked by the Panthers, which was kind of funny. But he is a really good guard. It's just as you say, the transition to league, and it hasn't really been working out in pass pro, but hopefully he's okay and he comes back, like he's able to come back later. I don't think he's going to come back today, but
Yeah.
later in the season he's back playing football, because for him to sort of lose out on his dream job 4 or 5 weeks into it is quite horrible.
Mm. I was gonna call out him being NC State, and then I questioned myself, but I was right.
Yeah,
Which
he
is
is NC
nice.
State, yeah.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
God, this next man up for them will probably be Nash Jensen, who is North Dakota State from UDFA.
They got a damn good team down there in North Dakota, so
They really do, yeah. I was when I was in the vintage store today getting this, because I got a message that this was in. I also saw they had some boys and shorts, and I was very tempted to get them because they were only 20 quid. Support your local businesses, people.
Right, Tennessee have gone 3 and out. They are kicking the ball back to Indianapolis. The Saints have the ball first and 10 on their own 30 against New England and have a 7-0 lead. Baltimore have the ball in the red zone against Pittsburgh and are 7-0 ahead. Houston have the ball 7-3 down in Atlanta territory, but it's second down and 15 at the Atlanta 30. And the Giants have the ball back against Miami, 3rd and 3 on their own 45, 7-0 down.
So more context on sort of the Saints Patriots game. The Patriots just missed a 48-yard field goal.
Damn it. Oh, Ridder with a bloody rushing touchdown. Damn it.
Why can't it be Bijan?
I am not about that. They are just carting him off now.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Faces of everyone in the stadium, all the life has been sucked out of it, and we're back on TV timeout again. Oh, man. Just gotta hope he's okay.
So,
Oh, let's see if there's any chat in the Discord channel. I haven't put a link for the Discord channel in yet, so I'm going to take the opportunity to do that now.
Come join us on the Discord. I'm forever negating, well, not sleeping and just posting news whenever it breaks. Very good chatting there about Lions, about the rest of the NFL, college, other sports, just everything, really.
Yeah, it's a really, really fun place to be, actually. I'm proud of the community that we've built with lots of people who are good for the community. There's no one in there that I'm like even iffy on whether I want them in there or not. And sometimes you go into other servers and you're like, ideally you'd be banned because you're just not good for this place, and there's none of that where we are. So come and join us and have some fun. Free Climb says Detroit is all too familiar with catastrophic injury on the field. We really are. It's been a rough place to play.
As he's been put on the backboard, supposedly he's given a thumbs up, so he's able to move. So it's not, he's not fully out of it. I'm just putting that in the.
Okay, that's
it's
something.
Not, I think if you read, I think this is similar to the Xavier Smith injury against New England.
Neck brace, so it must be spinal.
Yeah.
Ah. Yikes. Yeah, please do come and join us there, though. Would love to see you in the Discord channel. I don't know why. Oh, no, it's just happening now. Good. Okay, off he goes. Yep. Thumbs up. We can see it now on the video. You're getting a good ovation by the Lions fans, which is good to see.
Deservingly,
Right, and now suddenly, somehow, the teams have got to pick themselves up and go to work again. And here we go. Hutch has got his helmet off. That's scary. Bryce Young in shotgun then from the 26-yard line of Carolina. 2nd down and 9, takes the snap. Looking left. Gets locked on. Does throw it. Nice catch. And gain of maybe 5 for 3rd down and 4.
Nice tackle by Will Harris there.
And Emmanuel Mosley is down, injured, holding his head.
Per Dave Paquette, looks like his leg gave out in coverage.
Oh, you're joking me. Let's have a look. Replay coming now. Mosley. Oh, just he dragged in the turf. It looked like it just jarred it a bit.
Ooh.
That's the sort of thing that might be sore for a week, but I think he might be all right.
So, as I say, here we go. LaPorta is the first tight end in team history to produce at least 240 yards and 2 touchdowns through their first 5 NFL games. He's the 7th tight end in league history to do so, and the first is Travis Kelce.
He's been historically good. Up goes Mosley. With a little bit of help. He's being a bit ginger. He's walking off under his own power. Slight limp. But
they better be cautious with him. Because remember, this is his first game action after coming off that ACL and then the hamstring injury that kept him out for a bit longer.
Yeah, so hopefully that's just going to be something which, I mean, I wouldn't even rule him out of the game yet. That didn't look that bad to me.
Yeah, just let him rest a bit, get a bit of an ice pack.
Yeah, maybe bring him back second half or something.
Who's coming in for you then? Gilly, straight back into the outside, or you moving Will from the slot outside and then bringing in Chase Lucas?
Good question. I'd like to go Gilly at this point. I think he's shown enough in pre-season. Lucas has stayed off the field. I can see him. So
it would be Gilly, yeah.
3rd and 4. Hutchinson's back on the field. 4 minutes left in the first quarter. 3rd and 4. Empty set for Bryce. Takes a snap, looks left, throws quickly, and complete. That was Derek Barnes in coverage. Wide on the
Freeland, I
outside
think.
against Thielen. Yeah, not good. That is, you're on a hiding to nothing. Oh, it's zone coverage as well. That's even worse. First down and 10 for the Panthers at their own 39. Bryce Young in shotgun takes a snap, looking right and throwing right. Short completion to Thielen, reverses back, gain of about 6 for second down and 4.
I'm trying to think. With Mosley off now, I would go. I know we still play a lot. We move to more zone. I would start playing a bit more man. It suits Jerry better. And okay, you got Freeland, but Freeland's possession style. The other receivers haven't really done that much and can't really do that much except for Chark. And I'm willing to give up a 30-yard play to DJ Chark if it means we hold down the rest of the
And
receivers.
off and all the way through for 10 yards and a first down, Panthers. Miles Sanders. I mean, it looked like he could have broken that for a big one because he got through all of the people around and there would have only been one safety back there to beat. Fortunately, Alex Anzalone recovered on the backside to get the takedown. Only just.
Only just, yeah. But luckily, Kirby was there. If AA missed, he probably would have wrapped up.
Lovely RPO throw to the outside for a first down again. That's Jonathan Mingo.
Hmm.
14-0 Detroit at the Lions' 33-yard line. In shotgun, Young takes a snap and hands it off to Sanders. And that's a gain of maybe 4, maybe 5. Second down coming up.
Mosley's heading to the locker room, probably for further examination.
Typical.
Oh, it feels weird. I've just seen the sideline. I just saw Juice standing there on the Panthers sideline. It feels a bit weird.
Second down and 6. Yes, that's what I said. Snap's been taken. Young over the middle. Completion. And doesn't quite get there for the first down. And there is a flag.
According to a Panther spokesman, Chandler Zavala has been taken to a local hospital to be evaluated with a neck injury.
Illegal formation on the offense. That penalty is going to be accepted, and it's going to be second down and 11.
So what?
Big place in the field to commit such a penalty.
Oh, I was wrong. So the Panthers have moved Throckmorton from right guard to left guard and then brought in second-year player Cade Mays.
That makes sense.
I remember because he was on our Senior Bowl squad when we coached it last year. He's out of Tennessee.
Right, 1 minute to go in this first quarter. Empty set here on second and 11 for Bryce Young. 5 wide. Surveys and takes a snap. 2-step drop. Lots of time and throws to the outside. Gain of 5, maybe 4. It's going to be third down. There is another flag on the play.
Holding, please. Please be holding.
I mean, considering how good the protection was, it could be. Illegal contact on the defense is going to be automatic first down.
Sake.
On who? Jerry? Oh no, on Jack Campbell. Oh, that was head-to-head as well. Really lucky that that wasn't called as unnecessary roughness.
It wouldn't be because Jack had both his feet on the ground. The rule with the spearing is that you have to have at least 1 foot off the ground.
30 seconds left in this first quarter. Bryce in shotgun now on the line to 29. Takes a snap, 2-step drop, looking right, then having to escape to the left, calling for people, trying to go to the right-hand side, throwing out of bounds. Is there anyone in the area? Because he's in the tackle box.
Yeah, I think the class Tommy Tremble is in the area.
I do think that when you throw the ball out of bounds deliberately over a player's head, that it should be over his head and not like into the stands over his head, because there's a big difference. Anyway,
Yeah.
2nd and 10, 18 seconds left in this first quarter. In
Hey,
shotgun
Harry.
again from the Detroit 29, takes a snap, 2 steps, looking left and throwing left to Freeland, beats one, and then Kirby brings him down, but not before he gets the first down. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter.
So,
Lions lead 14-0 with obviously the Panthers in the red zone now. Ash.
Mac Jones has just thrown a pick six.
Oh.
He has now thrown as many pick sixes at Gillette Stadium than Tom Brady did his entire career there. And this is like his 3rd year. But yeah, this is obviously prayers up for Shannon Zavala. The Panthers have just tweeted that out. But if anything, that kind of I don't want to say it's galvanized. It's given Panthers a little bit of oof, a little bit more heart, like oomph in their step, and they're really driving right now. It is a bit, obviously, we'll still have the 7 point, well, potentially a 6 point lead if they decide to get really spicy and go for a 2 point conversion. But they're definitely in scoring potential right now.
Just have a look at the scoreboard at this point. Like I said, Detroit Lions leading at the end of the first. Let's put end. That's fun. Bryce Young, 8 of 13 for 76 yards and an interception. Interception was by Aiden Hutchinson for his 4th of his career. Miles Sanders leading in rushing, 5 rushes for 23 yards. Adam Thielen, 5 receptions already in the first quarter, 37 yards for him. Jared Goff, perfect through the first quarter, 4 of 4 for 45 and a touchdown. David Montgomery, leader in rushing, 4 rushes for 56 yards and a touchdown. Cleve Raymond, 1 catch for 23 yards. But of course, Sam LaPorta chipping in 1 catch on 1 target for 4 yards and a touchdown. Ash, beg your pardon. Detroit came out hot early on offense, and on defense made a stand later on that first drive, but the Panthers have been, as you say, galvanized and look primed to put points on the board, at least 3, maybe 7 here.
Yeah, and it's just a point of just making sure we can keep that lead going. So if they score 3, we need to get at least 3 on the next drive and so on and so forth. We can't start slipping up and giving them chances to come back in. So let's say they get 7 here and then we score 3. That's like 4 points lost. We need to make sure we can keep that consistent gap, because when it comes to the inevitable, and I don't want to say it's inevitable, but it keeps happening, the sort of 3rd quarter shutdown where we sort of lose a step and we sort of slip back a gear almost. We want to make sure we still got that gap to give us that leeway. So then when we head into when we finally pick it back up again and start scoring, we're not having to dig ourselves out of a massive hole. Like, I saw it happen. Again, I'm bringing up FSU again, but because there's such a good analogy for what's happened us this year. Happened last with them yesterday. They were doing really well in the first quarter against Virginia Tech. Missed the second quarter. VT got some help from the refs, but yeah, they sort of middled, and then they had to sort of really turn it on late in the game to get that W. I don't want that to happen here. Are they saying that Freeland's
it's third down and 1 here. Right, Panthers, it's a half yard. And they're going to go sneak.
It's the red rifle.
Oh. He got the first down. Andy Dalton comes in for the sneak. Put your best foot forward. First down and 10 for the Panthers then. 14.5 minutes left in this first half then. Play clock is winding down. They are against the clock always. 9 seconds left. They haven't even broken the huddle yet. You're going to have to take a timeout here. Surely. 2 seconds. 1 second. Yes, Young does take the timeout.
This is why you don't do what they did and basically do a Taysom Hill and sub in a QB just for a QB sneak. I know Young is not the most sturdy player, but this is what happens. You start shuffling everyone around and it's going to lead to a bit of confusion in the huddle.
The thing is, Dalton got there. They had to kind of check that he got it. Play clock starts running. When Dalton's running off the field and Young gives him a high five to get the first down, there's 25 seconds left on the play clock.
Yeah.
Like, You've burned 15 seconds. What are you doing? Get on with it.
Exactly.
Like,
Exactly,
just
because even then, but I'll make it even more stressful for them. Obviously, the headset in the helmet cuts off at 15 seconds. So Reich's got 10 seconds to communicate a very complicated play to a rookie who is used to obviously college offense is not pro. Oh my Jesus
Lions
Christ.
have only
You
held the
look
ball
at,
for 4 minutes in this game so far. Young fake handoff and now a little inside handoff to the wide receiver LaVisca Chenault, and he gets 11 yards. It's first down and goal at the Lions' 9.
Chenault, man. I remember when his rookie, was it his rookie? Yeah, I think it was his rookie, either his rookie or his second year in Jacksonville. He was absolutely lethal in this kind of thing. It's like the Debo role.
Yeah,
And here he is
but
doing it
he's just
again.
been anonymous since.
Exactly, yeah.
Right. In shotgun is Bryce Young. First and goal from the 8. And he takes a snap. 2-step drop, looking left, and throws it, and it's a little short, incomplete. Well done to Will Harris. He's had a good game so far, Will Harris, and, that's probably going to be the poison chalice for him.
Yeah, you've commentator cursed him now.
The commentator curse for him is him being on the field, and it's a curse for us. But, I'm just saying it because it's a laugh. That's a legit PBU, though. He got his hand up there, and it hit his hand first. Well done to Will. Second down, then, in goal from the 8. Lions defense looking to make a stand. Young under center this time. Man in motion left to right, and he takes a snap. And then a handoff to LaVisca Chenault. He's got a man blocking in front. Chenault! And he's a yard short. Maybe a foot short. But it is third down and goal from the 1. My clock's continuing to run and Samak's out of step with theirs. Yeah, he's a yard away, LaVisca Chenault. Got 2 downs to get this, the Panthers.
Sure.
Young in shotgun, which is a surprise to me. He should hand it off here, and he keeps it. And a throw to the tight end is a touchdown. Tommy Tremble. That's a lovely play. So it's an RPO with Tremble being the passing option. You can hand it off to Sanders as well. Pulls it. It's frozen the cornerback who's got coverage on him. Easy pitch and catch.
Yep. Spins out. Mosley's officially questionable within the injury.
Knee, not bloody ACL. Here comes the PAT by Eddie Pinheiro. It is up and good. 14-7 ball game. But the Lions, who receive to start the second half, are going to be receiving the ball again now. Ash, what did you make of that drive?
As I said earlier, it is a bit worrying that they're picking up a bit of momentum, but at the same time, we weren't going to shut them out. This is not like a Denver Broncos versus Dolphins situation where we're just going to absolutely rip them apart. They are going to score. So we've just, as I said earlier, we just got to make sure we keep this lead now. So now they've scored, we've got to go score. We've got to go and get 7. Make sure we've got that little bit of gap between us and just keep pushing on. We can't let ourselves get snowed under and start letting them get all the momentum in the game, because otherwise things could get a bit ugly. Because this is a talent. They have got pieces. Bryce Young, well, right now maybe you could argue Stroud is deserving number pick, but Young's really good quarterback. Freeland can do some things. Chark, when he gets going, is a really good deep threat. Mingo can do some things. Obviously, Ike Ekwonu, really good first-round pick. Maybe he's took a step back in pass protection this year, but he's good. Sanders on his day when he gets going can be good. Brian Burns is one of the best edge rushers in the league. Like Jerry Chin, I know he's kind of down a couple of years since his rookie year, but he's a really good slot corner safety hybrid. Brown's a good defense. They've got pieces. It's just they haven't managed to put it all together again. And if they do against us, it's not too much shame in it, but at the same time, we should be winning this game. So let's not give them the chance to get it all together.
The problem that the Lions are going to have right now is ball control. So they are up 7 and they have the ball, but they've run 8 plays on offense so far. And we've been playing for 17 minutes. They've run 8 plays on offense. And the reason is that they had 3 plays for a touchdown, and then they obviously had the interception in the red zone for the Panthers. So, it wasn't exactly like there's anything that is their fault. If anything, they're kind of a victim of their own success because the defense just looks a bit tired and a bit gashed right now. The best thing the Lions offense can do at the moment is some sort of 18-play, 75-yard drive for a touchdown. Like, that would be absolutely perfect. Take half this remaining time off the clock, or the majority of this time off the clock if you can. I mean, if you can score quickly, do it, but it's going to put your defense in a hole.
Yeah, but this should be a Monty Knight and Reynolds drive. Just feed them, grind out the yards. Okay, pass when you have to, or you get a chance to where like the safeties are crept forward because of the run. Take those shots, but as you say, just control the clock, burn a bit of it, make sure we can minimize their momentum, because if we give them a quick turnaround, they can get back on offense. They've then got all the momentum. They can march down the field, and it might be tie ball game.
Grandizer wanted us to have a look at Devon A. Chain's stats. I know that's not how you say his name anymore, but I can't remember what it is.
Oh,
the Lions are returning this, and coming out all to the 19-yard line. There we go. Yes, A. Chain. So 3 carries, 105 yards, a touchdown, and a fumble.
As they show the touchdown. Look at that.
7 touchdowns for A. Chain. Unbelievable.
Yep.
What a pick.
Just a perfect scheme fit for them. I know we might have, if we didn't take Gibbs, we might have taken him, but he's just a perfect scheme fit for that Shanny scheme where he's got the blazing speed and that. He's Mostert, but younger.
Play action, Goff looking deep, throwing short for the check down under pressure, gain of 3.5, 2nd down and 7. That was to Brock Wright, I want to say. I thought it was 89 rather than 87, but I couldn't see.
How much do you think Amon-Ra's hurting right now that he's not out there?
Massively. 2nd down and 5. They gave him 5 yards on that. It didn't look anywhere near that. Goff, pitch behind him, and David Montgomery gets 6 yards and a 1st down for the DET.
I like that play. Sorry? I like that play.
I absolutely hate the pitch directly backwards to then run up the middle. I can't stand it. Just whenever I see toss directly behind you when you go up the middle, normally the defense do good. Like it ends up in a tackle for a loss more often than it doesn't.
True, but I think for me the reason I liked it is because you had the motion going from.
So that was a lovely 2-step drop and timing throw to Josh Reynolds. And, it hit him in the hands and he didn't come down with it. And it wasn't anything that the defender did, I don't think.
Might just be a concentration drop.
Yeah, he just didn't finish the catch.
I was going to say, going back to that last bit, I liked it because you had the motion going from right to left to draw the defense. So then they're thinking, it's going to be wide. And then, you just toss it back to Montgomery and he's got open holes up the middle.
Free play for Goff, going deep. Lovely catch by Josh Reynolds this time. Caught them offside, and Josh Reynolds with a big catch for about 20-25 yards on 2nd down and 10.
That is Goff's 3rd pass of this half that's more than 20 yards. I'm just putting this in the...
Well done to the Lions for managing to get them offsides.
Shy Tuttle, the nose tackle.
Goff recognising what he had with a really nice throw. And Josh Reynolds just beating zone coverage really well. Nice catch. Redemption for Josh Reynolds.
100. Well,
43-yard line of Carolina now, 1st down and 10 for the Lions. Goff getting through his progressions. And it's a drop by Jameson Williams off his hands, unfortunately. 2nd down and 10. It was a good throw by Goff. I think that was his 2nd or 3rd read. Oh, come on, JMO!
Yeah. And I like getting JMO on that sort of route because I remember this is going way back for the podcast, but Tom's analysis of him way back in the draft process, JMO's one of his best traits is he can vary that speed to getting him on a the like sort of short double whip route like that. Good idea. Just obviously didn't play off.
Second down and 10, two-step drop, quick throw, good catch by Marvin Jones, and manages to twist himself for a gain of 6, and it's third down and 4.
Is the Jameson Williams coming back going to spark a fire under Marvin Jones and he's going to go an absolute tear? But he can't. It's too early in the season. He needs to save this for late in the season so he can destroy the Vikings yet again.
Joshua Mercer said, all I wanted was no drops by JMO. Is that too much to ask for? It is, because he literally hasn't been practicing since like game 2 of pre-season. Asking him to not drop a ball when he's not exactly renowned for his catching is not fair on him, I don't think. Goff, with lots of time to throw, throws it! Oh no, should have been caught by Sam LaPorta, but he doesn't quite bring it down. It was slightly out of reach, but he did elevate, and it's fourth down and 4, and I think the Lions are going to be kicking a field goal right here. Let's have a look at this. Oh, it's a 55-yard try. They're going to be punting them probably for that distance. Sam LaPorta could have come down with that.
He could have done, yeah. It's just off the fingertips. Oh, yeah, off the fingertips.
Could have come down with it. Fourth down and 4. The Lions are going for it on offense. They don't believe in Patterson's ability to come down with this. Fourth down and 4. 10-12 left in the first half. Goff in shotgun. Takes a snap. Looking right, and then checks down, and oh, big hit. That was a really bad throw. It had no chance of getting the first down, and it's a turnover on downs for the Panthers.
We really need defense to step up here now.
I don't know what that was all about. Throw to Demo in the flat, but cornerback comes up really well, lays a good hit on him. Even if he evades that tackler, that slows him down enough. I'm not even sure if he's making it, Ash.
Yeah, definitely. That's why they're waiver pickups Troy Hill from the Rams. It's someone who I remember him doing that a couple of times in the Rams, sort of being a good slot reader where he can read screens and do it's what Branch does for us. But just I'll have to double check the analytics about the going it through and fourth down, but okay, we're going for it. Don't like the play call. For some reason on this year, our fourth down go for it play calls haven't been as good as last year. There's been a couple of times this season where we've gone for it and just had a really bad play call for the situation. As Liverpool women score against Aston Villa women. Sad.
I must say, I haven't really got into the domestic women's game yet.
Oh, I have. It does help that Aston Villa women's like the 4th, 5th best women's team in the Women's Super League. You have Arsenal, Chelsea, Man City, and then it's between us and Man U, I think. And then you guys are just below at 6th.
I mean, it wasn't long since Liverpool were in the 2nd division, as far as I remember. They went down and then came back up. It was only a couple of years ago.
Yeah, Villa came up from the 2nd division 3 years ago. And now we've got Rachel Daly, who is a beast and who can play basically any position from left back to striker.
Teardrop Floyd saying punt the effing ball. I don't like a punt there, not on with only 4 to go. To be honest, if you're going to be in shotgun, I don't really like Demo running a route there. Not at least in the flat. I'd love to see him be a potential handoff candidate in a draw, because I think that has a good chance of success in that sort of situation. Or just being a check down over the middle, because at least go 5 yards deep and catch it over the line. Like
exactly, yeah. Angle route, car out there.
Or just run a curl from the running back position in shotgun. Run a curl. Anyway, Joshua Mercer says, I think that was less of a bad play call and more of a bad read by Goff there. I don't see the point in running a route into the flat from the running back position in shotgun when it's 4th down and 4. Like, 2 yards ain't cutting it. You need 5.
Always aim for the sticks.
Always aim for the sticks. Right, 1st down and 10 for the Panthers. 10:07 to go in the first half. 14-7 ball game. And it's from the Panthers 37. Young takes the snap and hands it off. Running back going left. And tackled for about a game of 2. Balls out! Balls out! And Lions have it! Will Harris is taking it! And out!
Go on, Will! Will's got it! Yay! Will!
Second turnover of the day for the Lions. Panthers giving it up. That's a bad fumble to take for Miles Sanders. And the Lions have it.
This is why. Oh, for God's sake. Fucking kill me. Oh, Liam McNeil. Well, that was forced by Liam, supposedly, but I've just seen that Anthony Richardson has gone out with a shoulder injury against the Titans.
Oh, really?
And it's the week I benched Justin Fields for him.
To be honest, with Gardner Minshew, that's probably not the worst thing for the Colts in terms of their
It is bad
chances
for
of
me,
winning the
though.
game. Yeah, bad for you.
Because
Will
I've
Harris, well done. 2 turnovers for the Panthers today and shooting themselves in the foot here. So after going for a turnover on downs, going for it on 4th down and not getting it, the Lions pick the ball up, basically in the same position that they were. 1st down and 10 at the 38-yard line of the Panthers in I formation and play action. And Goff with a running back screen and Montgomery getting tackled from behind but getting just less than 10 yards. It's going to be 2nd down and 1. Oh, they might be giving him a 1st down there. No, 2nd down and 1. Oh, Ash, what a roller coaster of emotions.
Yep. I said that we needed the defense to step up for us, and what a way to step up. Aleem making a play, and then we'll give him, justifying my liking of him. I won't say I absolutely love him, but I'm probably his biggest fan on the pod.
J-Mo gets a catch and he's hammered for a tackle for a loss. 3rd down and 3 or 4 coming up. Little swing past him on a wide receiver screen and someone just missed their block.
It's either, I hate to say it, and I know it's not.
It's Marvin Jones.
Yeah, Marvin misses it, but at the same time, and I hate to say it for J-Mo's sake because I want him to get the catches and get the stats to sort of justify it. But I think every single time he's going to be on the field, the Panthers are going to key on in him. So use him as a decoy. Have him run over like a swing route or something, but then have the play goes to the other side. So their eyes are drawn to the J-Mo side. And then, I don't know, Leaf goes on a 5-yard out
hands
and
it
then takes
off
the ball
on 3rd down and 3, and Montgomery gets 2, maybe 1.5, and it's 4th down and a long 1. So do the Lions now go for this?
I think
they
so,
are going for it. I don't think you hand it off there if you don't go for it.
Exactly, yeah. Come on, Dan.
4th down and 1. 4th down and 1.5. Lions break the huddle with 10 seconds left on the play clock. Goff is under the center. Does take the snap, and it's a little pitch. And is he going to get there? He does. Well done, David Montgomery, getting 4 yards there, and it's 1st down and 10 for Detroit.
Good blocking from, I think it was Sam LaPorta. Well, I think it was Sam LaPorta. I forgot. Ryan Matthews coming out with a banging tweet. Nothing but missed blocks. Making a play on words on Marvin's cake shop. But yeah, really good block. Is it 89?
Brock Wright.
Right?
Yeah, Brock Wright's 89.
I'm here. I'm here for the Brock Wright redemption game.
David Montgomery for my formation misses the up-front tackle, which was at the line of scrimmage, to gain 2, 2nd down and 8. How often David Montgomery does that, where he just very slippery and misses the first guy, even though he gets contact on him, it doesn't bring him down. Like, I don't understand how he does it.
Yeah. According to the Ben Baldwin 4th down bot, going for it just then with on the 4th and 1 is the correct decision by 2 percentage points.
There we go. 2nd down and 8 then. 6:50 to go. And Lions defense getting plenty of rest here.
Which is what we want.
2nd down and 8 in shotgun. Goff with 2 receivers to the left in 11 personnel. Hands it off to David Montgomery, who only gains 1. And it's going to be 3rd down and 7. Plenty of time coming off the clock here.
100%. I don't know it's not technically our game, but it's such a good stat that I can't not say it. So A-Chain has already had his 3rd straight game with 100 rushing yards and a rushing touchdown. The only other rookies to do that in the last 35 seasons is Barry for the 89 Lions and then Mike Anderson for the 2000 Broncos.
So first time in 23 years then. 3rd down and 6, they're calling it, even though it's definitely 7. Just can't count. Goff. Oh, swing pass to the left. And it got a hole. David Montgomery's going to get there. And that's around the neck. Tackle around the neck. Is that not a horse collar? Is that not a horse collar? First down, Lions. I would want to tack on a little bit there. You can't tackle someone there.
Same. But then again, as we just said, if the refs can't even count the number of yards correctly, I doubt they're going to see a horse collar tackle.
Lovely blocking by Raymond, LaPorta and Reynolds up front on that play. Panthers completely fooled and a gain of about 10 or 11 on 3rd down and 7. Now in the red zone.
That's why you run towards a trio bunch, because the blocking out is elite.
It's going to be Cliff Raymond, and he hits! Is he in? He's a half a yard shy. On 1st down and 10 from the 11, the Lions have a 1st down and goal from the half-yard line.
They're not going to do it. Well, I know they're not going to do it.
He's definitely short.
Yeah.
Definitely short. Right, here, what a lovely fake by Jared Goff. It was a fake toss, quick throw to the right-hand side, toss to the left, throw to the right. Okay, extra tight end in the formation, so it's 12 personnel here, and a motion from right to left in the tight end, and Goff pitches it to the left, and there's lots of room, but he doesn't quite get there, but he's pushing, and he's probably going to lose one there.
Oh, helmet's off.
2nd down and goal from the 2. Less than 4.5 to go now in this half. Lions have done really well to bleed the clock in the last 2 possessions, where there's only been one offensive snap in between those 2 possessions. Really nice play by the Panthers. It looked like they were going to get smoked there, and it didn't quite happen. The 2nd down and goal, and Monty checks out of the game, and it's a jumbo set now for Craig Reynolds in the backfield, and Goff pulls it. Looking to throw, and it's a touchdown, Detroit! It's Josh Reynolds! Drag the feet, yes. 6-pointer, lovely throw by Jared Goff. Let's have a look at this again. Hung up in the air a bit, back of the end zone. Reynolds takes it, 1 foot, drags the 2nd toe, touchdown Detroit! And they go up by 2 scores once again. Ash. Right in front of
the referee as well. Well done to do that right there where you can't not deny it, but what a play. I know. I know. Obviously, Reynolds he had a bit of a. I know. Well, we've beaten this drum already, but I know quite a lot of people are saying he's not going to stick on the roster this offseason. That's why
he's really good.
Here we go. The Lions have now scored at least 20 points for the 14th straight game, which not only leads the league, but now breaks that franchise record that has stood since 1995.
There it is. Josh Reynolds, 2 catches, 28 yards and a touchdown. Our 2 receiving touchdowns have been for 4 and 2 yards apiece, but no one cares because it's points on the board.
I've got to double check now because I was clever this week. I made sure to make my hot take very vague, so it's more chance of it hitting. So, yes, Raymond is leading. But Freeland's got 4 more yards.
Damn it. Right, here is the up-to-date scoreboard for you. 21-7 to the Lions after the PAT was good. Young, 9 of 15 for 77 yards, a touchdown and interception. Miles Sanders, 6 rushes for 24 yards and a fumble. Adam Freeland, 5 catches for 37 yards. Tommy Tremble, of course, has a touchdown for them. 1 catch, 1 yard, 1 touchdown. For the Lions, Jared Goff, 12 of 16 for 112 and 2 touchdowns. David Montgomery, 10 rushes for 71 yards and a touchdown. Of course, that was off the back of a 42-yard rush. So after that, he's only gone 9 rushes for 29 yards. The Panthers have done a good job of bottling him up, really, after that. And Josh Reynolds, 2 receptions for 28 yards and a touchdown as the Lions kick off. And it is recovered 2 yards deep, but Chenault is bringing it out. And he's going to get tackled around the 20-yard line. And he almost lost the ball. Just held on to it. Comes out to the 23-yard line. Ash.
What a tackle there by Rodrigo. Using that wrestling for us to just absolutely flip him. But that's also what we needed. We've stolen momentum back now from the Panthers. We have that 2-score lead again. They've got 350. They've got about 80 yards to drive. They may be able to do it, but whatever they score here, we got that chance to come out, start the second half and score again. We just keep this little gap going. Okay,
keep
yeah,
it
mate. Even if they score, let's say a touchdown and we get a field goal on that first drive, still a 10-point gap. Just keep that gap there, and we should be obviously being in Marcologne. If we keep that gap there, we should be good. But
yeah.
this
Throws no, it's going to be picked off! Lions get
is that
Jerry Jacobs!
Jerry Jacobs has got
Jerry
it again!
Jacobs, and he's sizing up the return, and he gets hit hard. But the Lions have another takeaway! Oh, my word!
Look at Dan. Dan is absolutely fucking fired up, and so am I.
Boom!
Jerry Jacobs is averaging an interception every 2 quarters in the last 2 games.
Oh, Jerry picked this off so well. It was zone coverage, and he's trying to throw in the hole between the corner and the safety, and he reads it perfectly. It was towards Jonathan Mingo, and there's nothing wrong with the throw by Bryce, but it's a great read by Jerry Jacobs, who picks it off. And then just how measured he is to kind of take it all in, because he's got a bit of time, sizes up where he can run, and then tries to pick up a few blocks. He gains a few yards in there, and the Lions have the ball again, and they've got a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's do this. I was going to say, I love that little reaction there from all the coach. AG and Dan had like reserved.
Reverse back to goal. Gonna go deep.
Go on, show it.
Down the trailer.
Yes!
It's
the butcher.
Number 2. Let's go.
So let's work this out.
Yeah.
21 points off. Well, PAT pending on this, but right now it's 20. That's 20 points off Panthers turnovers.
27-7. That was a double reverse there. So it was handed off to the running back, handed off to JMO, pitched back to Goff, and a lovely timing throw to Sam LaPorta, wide open, who just walks in. What a 2-minute stretch we've had here. My word, PAT is good. 28-7, baby. Let's go.
That play there is Ben Johnson looking across the sideline and sticking his middle finger up at the team that he denied a head coaching opportunity to. He's like, now you're so shit, I'll not interview you. And here's me seeing that you're on your back heels. I'm digging into my bag of tricks to give you the ultimate fuck you.
What a trick play.
This is just...
They are playing the Lions victory song already.
See, you said that they've said it first. If they're playing the song, they've said it first, not me. I'm free of any blame for saying this. That could be the dagger.
The Lions have scored 14 points in both quarters so far.
Oh, here we go.
And the Giants have just scored 10 points on Miami. 14-10, Miami have the ball.
Pick 6.
Tennessee, Indy is half... Sorry.
Jerry has produced his 3rd interception over the last 2 games. He's the first Lions cornerback to do so since Darius Slay in 2017.
Jack Fox about...
Wearing that 23. It's that 23.
Yeah.
It has special powers.
28-7, 3:21 left in the first half, and Chenault from the 1-yard line returns it and gets a block and manages to get out to the 30 to the 32-yard line. Panthers taken over on offense. They need to score here because, of course, the Lions aren't getting the ball back to start the second half. What a series of events.
So that New York pick 6 was for 102 yards. The 2 was picked off in the Giants end zone. And Jason Pinnock, you might remember from the preseason game, returns it 102 yards for a house call. The Patriots, I think the Patriots have started their tank for May because they're 21-0 down.
Yeah, that was rough. And I bet on them -2 as well. Our friend Natasha, otherwise known as Harley Quinn in the chat, it's her birthday today. She's a Pats fan and she's watching the game live.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to do that on your birthday. I will be quiet now.
No,
at least,
no.
Well, hey, at least you got the birthday present of maybe getting Drake May, who right now is clearly the number 2 quarterback in next year's draft for me. Like, if you cannot watch that game yesterday for UNC and not think that
the way they're playing at the moment, they might get the first overall pick.
Do I do what you did last year with Richardson and say if it was me, I'd actually take May over Williams?
I'm nowhere near that.
No, I'm saying like you remember last year you were saying
Take
actually Richardson
Richardson.
QB1.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm still with it.
I might be on that train with May.
Fair enough.
I've just
I
I've just
don't
seen
see it. I just
you
don't
don't
see
see
it.
it. For me, it's because May Williams has always been in the link. Well,
Bryce throwing
well,
deep and a good catch. Lovely timing to Thielen. Gets all the way down to the line's 23. And that is going to be the 2-minute warning. First down and 10. And this is looking interesting. If they get some points here and we don't score out of the break, I mean, it's not over.
It's not over, yeah. But yeah, so now we've got 2 minutes. I can actually say. So for me, because Williams has been in the Lincoln Riley offense for all his years in the league, and he's had weapons around him, May has produced similarly on a worse team. Like, okay, he had Josh Downs, Antoine Green last year. He hasn't really had that much, and he's been playing on a team that's similar in terms of it doesn't really have a defense and that. So for me, I don't know. Looking at those intangibles, I'm picking. Obviously, it might be when we probably do the tape study in January, February, and that I will probably come around on Williams. But right now, just off what I've seen so far this season and history, I'm picking May. But
I guess it's probably not a bad point against the quarterback, but I've seen him have meltdowns as well. Like, just throw picks all over the place. And, like, that worries me. But then it's like, okay, but if you've never experienced that, then you don't know how to rebound from it when it happens. And at least he's had the experience of it. And it doesn't look like it's within his character just to do that all the time. It just kind of happens. But
yeah.
But then you might be in Mac Jones territory where you just can't stop throwing bloody interceptions. I mean, at some point, Zappy's going to come in and stay the starter this season at this rate.
Oh, yeah. And I wouldn't be opposed to that because I did really like Zappy coming out. Oh,
Houston are almost... Sorry.
I was going to say, well, LaPorta is the second tight end in NFL history to produce 35-plus receiving yards in each of their first 5 career games. He also has 3 receiving touchdowns for the first 5 career games of his career, tied for the second most among tight ends in league history. So LaPorta is really hitting the ground here.
Scores around the league. Tennessee Indies at halftime. It's 10-6 in favour of Indy. New England, 27 seconds left in the first half. They're in the New Orleans side of the field, but at the 45 on third down, it's 21-0 to the Saints. Baltimore, Pittsburgh's at the half. It's 10-3 to Baltimore. Houston, Atlanta, 23 seconds left, and it's first down and 10 for Houston at the Atlanta 15. And there's 25 seconds left in the Miami Giants game. It is second down and 16 at the Giants 29 for Miami, who lead 14-10. And that's all the games that are on at the moment. So the Lions are hoping at the 2-minute warning to prevent Carolina scoring here. They are just outside the red zone as it stands, and we're coming out of the break right now. So it is at the Lions' 24-yard line. Bryce Young breaks the huddle. 2 minutes to go and 2 timeouts for each team. Young calls for it and gets it. 2-step drop looking right, quick throw, and nice tackle by Alex Anzalone at the 20-yard line. Clock continues to run, second down and 5.
Come on.
Second down and 6.
Is Bryce Young on his? I was about to say is Bryce Young on his phone. It looked like he was like typing on his like texting right to say what's the play call there. I know he's got probably just pulled out like the little play sheet.
Second down and 6 here. Lions are now, by the way, neutral in the turnover battle for the season. Second down and 6. Takes a snap, play action, and he runs up the middle and tries to pitch it backwards to Laviska Shenault, who manages to get outside of one person, gets tackled down for a gain of 1 yard. Third down and 5. Wasted a lot of time doing not a lot there.
I think that was on Barnes, but even then, like, okay, Barnes is probably going to get beat there because he's coming from a bad angle. It's not on him at all.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, just what a weird decision by Bryce Young there. Just throw it away.
I mean, throwing it backwards, you're introducing all sorts of problems there.
Exactly.
Especially when you're doing it in a panic. If it's designed, fine, but that wasn't designed and it was a bad play. Third down and 6. 35 seconds to go now. 2 timeouts, so they're bleeding the clock to make sure the Lions can't score this side of the action. They might have to take a timeout here, and they do. They do
to say.
take a timeout.
It is it's a bad decision as well because we saw it last week with Jordan Love where he did the similar and it counted as a fumble. And if we were a bit more aware, we could have got a fumble recovery, maybe a like fumble six, but just bad. Ooh. This is the first time since 2013 that we've scored at least 28 points in the first half. So we are going way. That's like
How many times since
Calvin.
when? Sorry, say again.
That is the first time. Today is the first time since 2013
Yeah.
that we've scored at least 28 points in the first half.
We
So
scored,
that's going.
didn't we score 28 points in the first half against the... Oh, no, we scored 27 against Green Bay, didn't we?
Yeah.
There we go. I wonder how many times in a row we scored 27 points in the first half in back-to-back games.
I will probably do. I'll do some digging on.
32 seconds left, 3rd down and 6. Bryce Young under pressure, throwing it to the end zone, and really good play in coverage by Alex Anzalone. There is a flag, but I don't think that's going to be on him. I think that was a really good play on the ball. Let's have a look. Holding on Jerry Jacobs. It's an automatic first down. 26 seconds to go.
We love you, Jerry.
Unfortunate. What a play by Alex Anzalone, and that's going to be wiped off and it won't hit the stat sheet. But in coverage for a linebacker following, not Jonathan Mingo, that was the person who had the hold. But there's a bad matchup for Anzalone.
I think it was Ian Thomas.
From the 26, there's one timeout left for the Panthers, so they can run this up the middle, and they're absolutely fine. Changing the play, Bryce Young calling for the ball and gets it. 2-step drop, looking left. Continues to look left, throws, and way off. And Thielen pushes Thielen pushes Joseph there. Is it uncatchable? I don't know. But is that not pass interference?
I'd think so, yeah. But I'm not... bang, I'll class it as like bang bang. Kirby got him a bit.
It's 2nd down and 10 at the 21 seconds to go. Sorry.
I was saying, well, I thought that was bang bang. Kirby got him early in the rep. He got him at the end. I'll just allow that to play on.
21 seconds left. 2nd down and 10 from the Detroit 15. Young takes it, looks down the middle, incomplete. Is there going to be a flag there for Jerry? No flag.
No. Oh, he's saying about the pushing. But here we go. LaPorta is the first tight end in franchise history to log multiple touchdown receptions of 30-plus yards in a season since Jim Gibbons in 1964. His 2 touchdown receptions today mark the 5th time in franchise history a rookie tight end has logged a multi-TD game.
Nice. 3rd down and 10 with 17 seconds to go. They still have a timeout in their pocket. 5 seconds to get the play off. Bryce Young calls for it a second time, and he gets it off just. Bryce Young with pressure, escapes, and misses one, and tries to throw it, and it's incomplete. Incomplete, and now the Panthers have a big decision. 4th down and 10, down 21. Do they just take the points here? It's probably the wise decision, and yet Hutchinson. It remains a 3-possession game. Hutch is pissed.
He is.
There's clear holding on that play, but at the end of the day, we would have said no to it anyway, so who cares? What a play by the Lions. Massive pressure on that, sorry.
I was going to say, I think he cares because he wants the principle. He's like, why they're letting this go? Because we'll disregard it, but still, it's been seen and it's been dealt with.
33-yard attempt for Pinheiro is good. 28-10 with 6 seconds left.
Here we go. The F1's finished. I bet you can name the top 3 instantly, off the top of your head.
Verstappen 1.
Yeah.
Piastri 2.
Uh-huh.
Norris 3.
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
I love it. Really?
Yeah.
That's so weird.
That's good for me. That's good for me because me and my brothers love F1. We do, so you know how we have like NFL fantasy. Me and my 2 brothers do F1 fantasy.
Yeah, I did it last year. I don't think I've done it this year, but
I'm absolutely decimating my brothers in it. I've got like a 200-point lead over second place right now. but that's because I switched to McLaren during Silverstone, so I got that massive points boost from the Silver Arrow race.
Yeah, I watched the end of the sprint race yesterday, and Piastri was just on it.
Yeah.
It was fantastic for the win. 28-10 then, and that goes out the back of the end zone. Would not be surprised just to see a kneel down here and to get out of this one with an 18-point lead and the ball to start the second half. Hutchinson with an incredible interception you've just seen on the replay, and of course there's the fumble and an interception by Jerry Jacobs. 3 turnovers for the Lions. They started the day -2 in turnover, 1 loss. They're now +1. Really good stuff. Kneel down by Goff. That ends the half. And so we are at the half. Right, let's run through the scoreboard as it stands. Lions lead 28-10. Bryce Young, 12 of 22 for 120, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Miles Sanders, 6 for 24 and 1 fumble. And Adam Thielen, 6 for 67. Goff, meanwhile, 13 of 17 for 143 and 3 touchdowns. Is that real? Yes, it is. In a half. David Montgomery with 10 rushes for 71 yards and a touchdown. And tight end Sam LaPorta, he does lead the team in receiving yards with only 35, but he has 2 touchdowns. I think the highlight of the stats so far that I can see is that the Lions have gone 10 for 71 on the ground, excluding the kneel down for Jared Goff. That is 7 yards per play, 7.1. Whereas the Carolina Panthers have gone 15 for 54, which is 3.5 yards a carry. So they've really struggled on the ground. Having said that, their 12 catches have gone for 120 yards, and our 13 have gone for 143, so it's 10 and 11 yards apiece, so it is what it is in that regard. Ash highlights the first half while I go and take a break.
For me, it's got to be the fact that the defense has forced turnovers, and we've gone and scored off it. 21 of our points have come from Carolina turnovers. That's how you put a game to bed, is you get turnovers, you force them, and you score from them, because then it's that swing. So each time we've done that, that's a 14-point swing technically, because it's 7 points that they could have scored that they didn't, and it's 7 points that we scored. So it's a 14-point swing. So we've absolutely put the game to bed. Like, I don't want to say put the game to bed here, because obviously we saw that last Thursday in Green Bay where I said that, and then they had a really good third quarter and made it a bit closer than we wanted. But at the same time, it's 18 points. I can't see, even with how good this Carolina offense has looked in past couple of drives, I don't see them putting 18 more points on the board than we will now. Like, we're going to at least kick a couple of field goals to make sure we're keeping those points turning over. But yeah, as Marco 301 says it, yep, that's it. Finally selling on turnovers. That's exactly like that's the sign of a good defense. As the PR team tweets out about the fact we've just set a new franchise record with the scoring 20 points. Let's have a look. As I mentioned earlier, I did bench Justin Fields for Richardson, so I'm probably still going to lose, because I also think I picked up the Commanders defense on fantasy. Oh my God, I'm winning currently, and that's with Richardson only on 4 points, and the Commanders putting at -1 for me. LaPorta's at 16.5 points, and I've obviously got had Kirk for 11.4 as well. And yeah, even Joseph's showing up. And the good thing about that, as we all know, I'm the big Kirby Joseph guy. Like, when we go over to Detroit next year, if they've got the new uniforms on sale, I'm probably going to get one with Kirby on the back of it, because he's probably my favorite player on this team. But yeah, as you saw with the Jerry interception, Kirby was the deep safety. Young throws it, so it has to be short of Kirby, and then Jerry's able to read it perfectly and jump up and get it. Like, he's making impact when he's not even forcing the turnovers himself. He's being that guy he's sort of being like the pressure of the turnover and the back end for then someone else to come in and clean up. Kind of like how, for example, on that last play where Hutchinson got hold, he was getting the pressure and then Commission nearly cleaned up. That's what Kirby's doing for us in the back end. So I'm absolutely loving it. Yeah, Mike Marine, yeah, he isn't scared. He's really good at avoidance. That's why me and to fair, quite a few like draft analysts were saying that size isn't the issue because he has got good avoidability. I know he obviously played for Bama, who used to have a good offensive line. They've kind of gone downhill the past couple of years, in my opinion, on that. But he was always able to sort of sense where the pressure is, step up, escape the pressure. So, but as you say, yeah, like now we've got the sort of pressure there, especially with those last couple of plays you saw, we was able to get pressure. We'll be able to sort of dial up certain things. I know, obviously, getting prayers up to Zavala, but he was the massive weak link on this Carolina offensive line. So maybe it's a bit balanced now. So maybe we can start moving Aleem side to side. We can start using Hutch in different positions, and it just oh yeah. So the play where their left guard got carted off, that was just an ordinary play. That wasn't the one where Hutch got the interception. It's just Bugs got to him, and then I think Bozeman stood on his ankle, and then something happened. He was just down. And then Hutch's one, he was getting pressure from the inside. I think it was a couple of plays. It was like a drive later, and Young tried to throw. I think it was a screen, and Hutch just goes like that, grabs it one-handed out the L, and just returns it in. And on the return, he got tackled, and it got a bit shook up, and it's probably a stinger or something. He just had to sit out for a bit, get the pain down a bit, and then just come back in. It was an absolutely great play though. Like, if you missed it, I will, after this stream, be cutting it up obviously to get the highlights. So if you follow us on Instagram or TikTok, you'll be able to see our reaction to that play, our reaction to all the touchdowns, the Jerry interception, all the key highlights you'll get to see after the fact. Or you could just come back and watch the game on Twitch on here all through. It's here permanently pretty much. So if you ever get bored.
You've done a fantastic job of those cut-ups. I absolutely love
Thank you.
the fact that you've kind of delayed them so they kind of come out every day, just one or two of them is absolutely fantastic. There's some delayed gratification in re-watching what happened.
Oh, exactly, yeah. So I'm been trying, this week there's a few more I didn't get because just because of timing. So I've had to sort of pick and choose. But yeah, I'm trying to do it so you have to one or two a day, and it's usually a time where everyone can watch. I think I'm trying to do it 6 and 9 o'clock. It's probably the best times. And yeah, it's been fun just sort of going back through it and thinking of the sort of little witty captions to make it relevant, and obviously saying, oh yeah, if we've got a podcast tonight, saying that. It's been fun doing it. Especially since I found a way to get it. I don't even have to send myself the clips anymore because I can just save them to my OneDrive and download them on my phone. So
there we go.
Make the process a lot easier for me. As the Colts rule out Anthony Richardson. God damn it.
That sucks, but there we go. Right. Just from myself about this first half so far, the biggest takeaway, well, there's two big takeaways. One, the complementary football is outstanding. The way that the offense is going out there and trying to back up the defense, and the way the defense is going out there bailing out the offense. So, lest we forget that the Lions went for it on 4th down in fringe field goal range, and the defense get a takeaway straight after that, and then the next offensive play as well. But also, the offense was so efficient to start the game. They got 2 touchdowns in the first 8 plays. That puts the defense in a hole. It means they're going to get absolutely gassed. And then the offense comes out. And that drive where they went for it on 4th down, that already was a 4 or 5 minute drive. So they gave their defense a little bit of time to kind of rest. And then the defense comes and makes a play. So on both sides of the ball, they're playing together. They're playing for each other. And the second big takeaway is that I know they're facing the only unwinning team left in the NFL. But despite that, they're missing probably their 2 biggest players on both sides of the ball in Brian Branch and Amon-Ra St. Brown, at least in terms of how they've been playing so far this season. And of course, Amon-Ra throughout his Lions career so far. You take those 2 players out of the game, and Lions teams in the past would crumble even against some of the worst teams. And as Ash rightly said, this is not a bad Panthers team. It's not quite playing together right now. There seems to be a lack of a plan, but the individual pieces they have are good. They absolutely could have crumbled in this game, and instead they are dominant. And this is the feature of a winning team. It's a feature of a team bound for the playoffs, and I'm just absolutely delighted to see it.
Yeah, well, this is obviously tongue-in-cheek, but Carl Menike's halftime tweet about this has made a very valid point. So Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jameer Gibbs, and Jameson Williams have combined for a -2 yards against the Panthers, and the choice is up 28-10 anyway. The other players have stepped up in their stead. Khalif, well, I know obviously everyone's it's kind of called it with Amarabi now, but he stepped up. Reynolds has continued. LaPorta has been what he has been like. How this, I'm gonna take back something I said in the pre-draft process. How that guy slipped to us in the second round, I do not know. Like it's very like right now. Obviously, this might be just rose-tinted glasses looking at it right now, and in 2 years' time, we might look back and say, okay, yeah, Kincaid deserved to go first round and LaPorta didn't. But right now, if we had to do one of those stupid redrafts, the Bills would be taking be taking LaPorta over Kincaid. If LaPorta's still there, I think right now, if we did a redraft, LaPorta's probably going top 25.
Yeah,
Probably got
probably. I do wonder what the sort of, because he's not a Kyle Pitts. You gotta remember that he's not a freak of nature when it comes to the physicality. So he's not going top 15. Like even if he's one of the best tight ends in history, you've got to feel like in the pre-draft process you won't get that sort of buzz anyway. So fine, top 25 I'm kind of happy with. But if you say top 25, it's probably around 25 though.
It is, yeah. So looking at proof of that. Guess who picked 25 in the draft this year?
Bills.
The Bills. It's okay. You got Kincaid. Probably would have gone with him. New York. No, New York's just traded for Waller. Say he probably wouldn't have taken him. Vikings have got Hawks and no. Baltimore have got Andrews. No. Chargers might have done because obviously they took Quentin Johnson. He hasn't really done much. Maybe Seattle, maybe.
Just want to give a big shout out to Jeff Hurley, who's just joined us in the chat live from Ford Field and has said, could not possibly have asked for a better first half. My pops is loving it. Love heart emoji. Me too! Exclamation mark. Jeff, thank you for the super chat before the game. Really appreciate that, despite you not even watching the stream because you were at the game. Well done for picking a great game to go and watch. Congrats to your pops. Hope he's enjoying it. Yeah.
Enjoy the rest
what
of the
a
game.
half of the Lions. Yeah, sorry, you were going back to Sam.
Sam was going to say, I'll end it there, but like, it's. I know we've had this whole thing with taking first round tight ends, but I dare I say we finally hit on one. Like Hawk was par. He was okay, but he wasn't exactly great. Ebron, just below par. And then I don't really remember Brandon Pettigrew that much. That's just a bit before when I was starting to actually watch him properly. But LaPorta, through these first 5 games, has looked an absolute revelation. Like
he has looked like a fringe top 5 tight end in the NFL.
I was trying to go around saying that, but yeah, him. Well, obviously you've got Kelsey, Mark Andrews, Pitts,
Dallas Goedert.
Waller's fallen. Dallas Goedert, and then probably him because Waller. Waller hasn't done that much.
The people who want to say that TJ Hockenson isn't in that conversation are lying. Because Hockenson has gone into a situation which suits him far better, and he has been one of the best tight ends in the NFL since his move to the Vikings. He's playing on a bad team, and that's going to hurt his stock in that regard, but he's well up there. And it's glib to say that he isn't, but the simple fact of the matter is that both Hockenson and Sam LaPorta have basically the same stats through the season, and one is getting paid significantly less than the other, which makes it a good trade. That's the clincher. But Hockenson legit has been a top 3 tight end since the trade.
Yeah.
He just has. He's better than Pitts at the moment. He's gotten better with his yak ability, and it's because they're basically playing him as a receiver and not worrying about the blocking.
Yeah.
Which is what we needed to do. We needed to just say, if we need a tight end in the block in line, you're not the guy. Instead of trying to shoehorn him into it.
Thank you to Michael Marine for gifting Patman70 a tier 1 sub.
Yeah, appreciate you, Mike. That's fantastic. Really, really good way of supporting the show. That so much appreciated. We're just coming out of half time now. Mark Cunningham in the Legacy Twitter group that we have for WhatsApp for Lions fans said, heard the commentator on Fox saying we need to keep pushing, as I was saying last week. I hope so. Put them out of sight, then take it easy. Great first half, by the way. Yes. Mark is probably the most realistic Lions fan I've ever met. So from him, that's basically high praise.
I mean, it's true, unfortunately.
Kickoff through the end zone, and the Lions are coming out to the 25-yard line. No turnovers, slow the ball down, run it well, score points, make it so it's a 3 possession game, get some points on the board. Maybe 3 here would be absolutely perfect. Thank you
Yeah.
to Ropery and Cransome on Twitch as well for the follows. Appreciate you very much. That helps out too. All right. Lions then. In shotgun, 3 wide receivers bunched to the right. Raymond now in motion right to the left. Goff takes a snap, pulls it back. He's under pressure from the left-hand side, and he's thrown at Montgomery's feet. 2nd down and 10.
I think that was designed to maybe look at Khalif quickly as like a wheel route, but it just was covered well.
Yeah, I agree. Goff looked that way as his primary read. Mike the Marine saying, gifting a sub every game is like buying a drink for a friend at Roar the Lions UK.
Oh,
Appreciate you,
happily
Mike.
take it.
All right, Goff with 11 personnel once again. In shotgun, 2nd down and 10. Calls for it, but doesn't get it. Changes the play, now takes it. Hands it off to David Montgomery. Tackled around the line of scrimmage, but manages to still gain 2. 3rd down and 8.
It was YouTube. That was YouTube Gross Matos making the play from across the formation.
What a season he's had.
Yeah,
He's been an absolute highlight for them.
He has. Like I've got one of my best friends is a Panthers fan, so I'll probably be texting him during the breaks about this. But yeah, hasn't been too happy with YouTube Gross Matos, but he's, as you say, he's broken out this year. Sort of being the 3rd man up instead of the 2nd has probably helped him a lot.
Yeah,
because he just have that pressure on him.
Right, Goff coming back into shotgun now, 3rd down and 8. Needs to get the play off and takes the snap. Not a lot of pressure, throws it quickly. Lovely timing to Sam LaPorta, 1st down. Gains about 14 there. Just the timing on that was just a simple slant, but Goff and LaPorta really seem like they're on the same page, Ash.
100%. And what I like about it as well is you can see there, it's thrown where Burns just kind of vacated a tiny little bit of space, rushing from there. So it's good play calling to sort of line LaPorta right up over Burns as if he's going to sort of help with block it, and then just got on that slant.
1st down and 10 with Goff under centre and play action again. Goff with lots of time to throw and checks it down to Brock Wright for a gain of 8.
I don't hate that.
Gain of 8, 2nd down and 2. Comment there from Joshua Mercer 7 saying, I can't root for Gross Matos or Micah Parsons. I just can't do it. And I am right with you.
True.
I'm right with you, Josh. So I was one of the leaders in the Don't Draft Micah Parsons clubhouse in that draft cycle. The hazing and whatever happened there was absolutely atrocious. We should not be celebrating anyone like that. It's the same reason why no one should be celebrating potentially Jameis Winston, Ben Roethlisberger, but I will reserve the right to enjoy their play and just not want them to succeed as a person. And I think you absolutely can do both of those things.
Good news, Zavala is alert and has movement in all of his extremities.
Montgomery converted from 2nd down and 1 there, and it's 1st down and 10 near midfield. Great news for Zavala there, really pulling for him to be okay. Josh said, I wanted nothing to do with him on the Lions. That's a fair way to go about it. It's at the 46-yard line of the Panthers now, and Goff under centre. Play action again, pressure from behind. He pulls it down and then tries to get rid of it, and well done him. That looked like it was incomplete, but Goff managed to evade pressure twice and throw it away at the feet of David Montgomery. Well done. I guess the thing with players that I don't want to have on the Lions is once whatever they've had happen has happened. As long as they don't get drafted by us, after that, I'm kind of good with them. Like, I just don't want them here, but after that, it's done. And, like, you can't go through life, especially when people haven't been convicted of anything, wanting bad things to happen to them, because you just don't have all the information and you can't have suspicion on literally everyone. Handed off to David Montgomery from 2nd down and 10, and a lovely run for 8 yards. 3rd down and 2 straight up the middle. Brent saying, no 3 and out to start the half. I mean, that was the big fear. The Lions have obviously been slow in 3rd quarters this season, and they have come out much hotter than normal this time, thank God. And they've also burnt time. 4 minutes has basically come off the clock here, although for some reason less time than I have on my clock. And I don't understand why that keeps happening when the clock should have just kept running. 3rd down and 2 from the Panthers 38. Hand it off to Montgomery. Beats 1, but doesn't quite get there. It's going to be a gain of 1. It's going to be 4th down and 1. And the Lions have to go for this. They're not in field goal range. They're not in punting range. It's 4th down and 1. Keep the offense on the field and let's go. They're 1 for 2 from 4th down at the moment.
Yeah. Well, we're in what I'm going to... I don't know if this is an actual name for it, but I'm going to call it the yellow zone. Where it's too far forward for the punt, too far back for a field goal.
So it's the 37-yard line. Goff is under center. They're a bit weak in the center here. Could go sneak. Oh, offside! Offside! It went too early and the Lions are going to convert here.
Ha. You can tell he knows he's effed up.
That is Shai Tuttle. No, so it's Nick Thurman for the Panthers. Number 91.
Backup. Yeah, the backup to... I say, is it? This is going to be sound a really weird comment, but is it just me who loves the sort of motion for an offside call? It's like, the meme where it's the guy standing there like that. Yeah, I just love.
Yeah.
I formation, nice.
I formation, 2 wide receivers to the right, hand off to Montgomery, contacted in the backfield, but still manages to gain 3 yards. 2nd down and 7. What a drive to start, just giving the defense plenty of rest on the sideline and now in field goal range. No mistakes, not like Trevor Lawrence earlier, who had 2 fumbles in the red zone, which was awful. How they won that game after that, I don't know.
Having more rest. As I need to pick up a running back.
2nd down and 6, 28-10 Detroit. At the 29-yard line of the Panthers. And handed off again to David Montgomery. This time he might go down for a loss. No, he manages to get back to the line. 3rd down and 6. That should have been a 2-yard loss, but even then, he manages to get back to the line. Montgomery is doing some great stuff. TJ said that was a bad play call. And I think, there's a man down and it's a Panther, and they've stopped the clock and gone to timeout. TJ said that was a bad play call. And I don't necessarily... agree with that, because quite often some of those runs set up things later on. And I think the perfect example of this is the running game against Green Bay. Everyone talks about how good it was that Montgomery had 32 carries for 130 yards and 3 touchdowns or whatever it was. But I mean, that's it's around 4 yards a carry. But before he broke out in the 4th quarter with some big runs, it was like 2.5 yards a carry. And people were like, why are we sticking with the run when this isn't working? And it's like, you grind them down, you keep them working physically, and then that pays dividends in the 4th quarter. It keeps the clock running, especially when you're ahead. Even when they're expecting it, sometimes you just have to do it. And it means you have to keep converting on 3rd down with a pass, but eventually in the 4th quarter, hopefully, even if they make a comeback, that you're in a really good position to do something later on. And it paid dividends against the Packers. It won't always work. But the thing is, if you come out passing or you play other runs, it doesn't necessarily work. Sometimes when you're in shotgun, you have to hand it off, because otherwise they're just going to drop 8, and that's going to make it difficult for you. So you need to get them to respect the run. There's more going on here than just the play call itself. 3rd and 6. And Goff in shotgun with Raymond in motion to the far right-hand side. Changes the play. Takes a snap. Drops back deep. Got a man behind him. He's going to get sacked. Goes down and he's out of field goal range. Out of field goal range. Sorry?
That's Brian Burns. He's got one.
Burns has one, and this is now, even though it's in exactly the same position as it was when they went for it on 4th down, this time this is punt territory for sure. Went up against Taylor Decker, and Burns absolutely destroyed him. And to be honest, Goff was really lucky not to... In fact, he did let go of it and got lucky to get it back.
It's not too much to lose to Brian Burns. He is one of the best edge rushers in the league, so I'm not going to hold anything against Decker there. Like, he was going to get some at some point. It's just happened there. Like,
Flag on the play. False start on the Lions, sorry.
I was going to say, looking a bit around the league while we wait. The Patriots had a 4th and 3 from the Saints 40, down 24-0 at home. They punted.
God's sake. That's rough. Right, 28-10, 4th and 21 on the Panther side of the field. Lions are in punt formation, and the punt is away. And fair court at the 10, 8:27 on the clock. Good drive for the Lions. Exactly what you needed to do. Get territory, set them back a little bit, keep the defense off the field for a while. Well done, Lions.
Because we're close to that goal line as well, do you do a rare thing and sort of dial up the pressure a bit and almost dare Bryce to escape it, or do you sort of allow it, like kind of thing?
It's a 3-touchdown game. Don't go full prevent, but don't allow anything over the top. I mean, he's struggling to pass still, so I do wonder whether you just keep playing it normal. The thing is, if you go quarters coverage, you're now playing into his hands because he just throws underneath anyway. So dare him to throw over the top, I guess. And yeah, put him under pressure. Okay, yeah, I'm with you. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Can he handle it?
Exactly, because I know in my game preview I said he does do slightly better against the blitz, but to be honest, looking around the league, I think that's just true of everyone. Pretty much every quarterback, because every quarterback can just find where that blitz is and throw into that open space. As DeAndre Hopkins has got over 100 yards on the day, so...
Oh, I started Hopkins in a couple of leagues. Delighted with that. How did I go for the Patriots -2? God's sake. Urgh. Ooh.
I mean... Go on.
No, nothing. There was another Dolphins touchdown. It was 13 minutes ago. It wasn't recent. I was just like, ooh. Right, scores around the league, shall we do? Indianapolis, Tennessee, 17-13 to Colts. And almost in the red zone, Tennessee, but it's 3rd and 18 with them with the ball. So they might go field goal here to bring it to within 1. There's only 3 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. New England to have the ball 2nd and 15 at their own 30, 24-0 down against the Saints, 7:45 left in the 3rd. Baltimore 10-3 up against Pittsburgh away, 1st down and 10 at their own 48 with 5:48 to go in the 3rd. Houston up by 5, having just scored a touchdown, and they're kicking the ball away. No?
Field goal.
Field goal, thank you. Oh, they've got 4 field goals. Oh, yikes. Okay.
Yep.
12-7.
The only touchdown has been the Desmond Ridder rushing touchdown.
So it is 9:35 left in the 3rd quarter, so that's plenty of time. Miami 24-10 up against the Giants, and they have the ball 3rd and 4 at their own 27 with 7.5 left in that one. Here come the Panthers.
And Mosley's just been downgraded to out.
8:27 left at their own 10-yard line. 28-10 Lions.
Zone. We're in zone.
Fries under pressure, throws over the middle. Thielen gets the 1st down, gain of 12.
Hate that you can tell we're in zone because we're doing the standard tell of just standing there, 45-degree angle, looking at Bryce Young. We need to mix it up with our pre-snap box, in my opinion. As I'm just putting in the tweet to say that Mosley's been doing
1st and 10 at the 22. Handed off. Oh, and big gap! And that was Laviska Shenault taking the handoff. Gain of 11 and another 1st down for the Panthers. Thought he was going to break that for a big one. Didn't like that. Paul Walker just said, was that Benito Jones in coverage? Question mark.
Oh, please, Glenn. No, you were doing so. If he is, I'm going to have to watch back and see. But if that is, please don't do this to me, Glenn.
Handed off again, and that's to Shenault as well, and that's a gain of about 7. There's a flag on the play.
Let me have a look. I'm looking at something now because this is
holding on the offense. Bradley Bozeman pinged for the hold. Up the middle against Derek Barnes. It's a good call.
So Well, looking at this, because obviously Chenault's just taken 2 straight carries, I do believe the Panthers have benched Miles Sanders because of that fumble earlier.
First down and 20, 7:17 on the clock, and it's running, which I wasn't expecting.
Come on. Do it. Do it.
Lovely pass to Hayden Hurst. Second down and 14, I'm going to say. Clock continues to run.
Yes, it's 12. Come on.
Second down and 12 then. At the Panthers 31. Bryce calling for it and gets it. 2-step drop. Looking left. Throwing. And that is out of bounds towards DJ Chark. Third down and 12. Oh, what a lovely throw to Tyreek Hill for a 69-yard touchdown for the Dolphins. Oh, Tunga Vailoa is on fire.
Yeah.
Third down and 12. 6:43 left to go in this quarter. Third and 12 for the Panthers. In shotgun. The Lions fans getting loud.
NASCAR.
Lions bring 4. Bryce trying to escape upfield. He's going to get sacked by Hutchinson. There's a flag on the play. It's going to be a sack, and it's going to be a hold on the Panthers. If my eyes didn't deceive me. It is holding on the offense. There we go.
Love that.
Lions make a great stand and get off the field. Hutchinson with a lovely sack. The first of the day for the Lions.
She's coming round.
Hold was on Charles Harris.
Oh, what a spin
Charles
move.
Harris.
What a spin move to get around Mosen there.
Sackmaster General Aiden Hutchinson. And the snap is good, and the punt is away. Lots of pressure on the punt, and fair catch called for. Lions players getting away from it. Takes a Carolina bounce, gets all the way down to the 28-yard line.
Maybe I'm thinking completely wrong about this. I like that we did that.
Pressured it.
Well, not the pressured it. Let the ball bounce.
Why?
Takes us back a few more yards. Kind out the clock a bit more.
Oh, I'd still rather have a shorter field and take points, to be honest. I don't know.
True, but maybe I'm just thinking about it like too much like 5D chess in a way. Just like, yeah, let it bounce a couple more times, get the extra couple of yards to grind out.
Hutch. So Mike the Marine just said Hutchinson has an interception, a sack, and a tackle for a loss today, which is exceptional. It's good. It's good. It says he has 2 TFLs, but one of them is the sack. I hate that they're combined as stats. I understand why, because a sack is effectively a subset of tackle for a loss. But they're individual stats, so why don't you just call one and one the other? A tackle for a loss is a tackle for a loss which is not on the quarterback. That is what it should be.
For me, it should be tackle for loss is run, sack is like quarterback pass. But Hutchinson needs 1 more sacks this season to break the franchise record for most sacks in first 2 NFL seasons.
You are king of the good stats.
Okay, try my best.
What's that?
I want him to do it now. I want him to get it against Young.
Why?
Because more tweets from the NFL UK. They've already tweeted about him twice today. Let's get another one. Go doing my bad books because I've had to correct them twice about CJ Stroud because they tweeted twice that he broke the record for most passes without an interception. With 179, I was like, no. And I finally corrected it to start the career. So we're a bit in my bad books, but they've actually been tweeting about us positively today, so we'll let them off.
Just trying to update all my stats in the background for the Panthers because the Lions are coming out with the ball now. So there's no point in updating their stats. It's time
There
for
he
the
is.
Lions to put some more points on the board in this half, I think. I'm ready for it. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? I shouldn't have sing that because we'll get pinged for
Yeah.
copyright. Oh, it's on the broadcast. Sorry, everyone. I really can't sing Eminem, so I shouldn't try. Alrighty then, it's time for the Lions to take over at their own 28-yard line. Started in I formation, but LaPorta then comes out onto the line, and Goff, under pressure, throws it away and almost. He aired that out a little bit towards Montgomery, and that could have been picked. Got really lucky there.
But Hutchinson has his first career 3-game sack streak. He's tied with Sue with 14 for the third most sacks the Lions has had through the 2 career seasons. He joined Sean Rogers in 2007 as the only Lion defensive lineman with 2 TFLs, 1 sack, and 1 interception in a game.
6:11 left in the third quarter. 28-10 Lions. Second down and 10. Snaps away. Goff, 3-step drop. Keeps going back and throws it into the turf before he gets hit late. Goff get hit really late by Derek Brown. No flag. Goff selling a little bit, but that was uncalled for by Brown. He's lucky to get away with that one. Lots of pressure by the Panthers on this drive so far. First couple of plays, Goff has had a man in his face. Lions fans getting loud, not liking it. Lions, third down and 10. Don't want to be punting the ball back in this situation. Goff takes a snap and a quick throw to J-Mo, who gets tripped up after a 5-yard gain. 4th down and 5. And the punt team is coming out for the first 3 and out of the game for the Lions. Not ideal. J-Mo with his second catch of the game. Could have worked if he'd beaten the first man, but he just trailed a leg and kind of tripped him up.
Yeah.
Jack Fox is out there to make the punt. Snap's good, and the punt's away with no pressure. Fox with a boomer and hangs up really well. The returner beats one man, can't beat anyone else, gets all the way down to the 17-yard line. Panthers get the ball back, but they're still down 18. Let's update the stats. Not a great series for the Lions, Ash.
Yeah. But hopefully this doesn't jinx us. But my Panthers friend has said he's having dinner and going to bed. So he thinks his game's over. So,
right, there's the stats. It says half. Of course, it's not half. It's the third. There we go. Bryce Young, 14-25, 140 yards, a touchdown and 2 interceptions. Laviska Shenault Jr., 5 carries for 27 yards, leads their team in rushing now. And Freeland, 7 for 79 yards receiving. Jared Goff, 16-24 for 168 and 3 touchdowns. David Montgomery, 16 carries for 92 yards and a touchdown. Sam LaPorta, 3 receptions, 47 yards, 2 touchdowns. Fantastic stuff. And Mike the Marine says, Boomer, hey, I'm a boomer. You shouldn't go insulting our guests, Sash.
There's me saying about NFL UK, they've just tweeted about Hutchinson again. Keep doing it. I love it. I love it. I love that we're finally getting actual proper media attention from the media over here.
Grandize has just put a comment out there saying Matthew's neighbours hear him. Quote, sounds like there's a bloody lion in the room, question mark. Landlord says, no, it's just that bloke watching his American football game again. I love it. I'm here for it. He said I should have super chatted that. There's still time. I read it out, though, so there we go. Let's get the scoreboard off, because you can't see our lovely faces. Right. Lions going into the final 20 minutes of this game with an 18-point lead. I'm no stranger to my rule of thumb being a point per minute as being comfortable. So they're not quite there yet, and the Panthers have the ball. So fingers crossed, the defense can make a stand here and the Lions can kill more clock in the ensuing possession. But a touchdown here won't leave me worried, but it will just kind of add a little bit of trepidation. I feel like we're about 95 or greater % here.
So supposedly the Lions, well, they've put a picture of Taylor Swift on the big board at Ford Field, and the fans booed.
Oh no! Oh, that's disgraceful. I love Taylor. Don't hate me.
I, I don't hate you. I just, we've had this discussion, obviously in Discord, I just like Olivia Rodrigo more.
Yes.
I like them
Yeah.
both. I like them both. Just like I like Olivia Rodrigo a bit more. Oh,
Uh,
little baby.
right. Panthers ready to go at their own 16, first down and 10. 5:21 left in the third. Takes a snap,
Single high.
fakes a handoff, and it is a false start.
I like. Also, I like that from Glenn in the fact we were showing too high and then we rotated into single high. I
Aiden
like that.
Hurst with a false start there. Not exactly great stuff from him as a
Yeah, he's
vet.
the veteran. Exactly. Yeah, he's the veteran of the room for them. That's a bit.
I've got him in one fantasy league and he starts. Just a bit rough.
Hard.
First down and 15 at their own 11 now.
Oh.
Empty set for Bryce. 5 wide. Takes a snap. And pressure in his face. He's going to get sacked. Oh, he's in the end zone and he goes down. Is it a fumble? Young says he threw it.
Oh, did you see who is it? Let's have a look. I want to see. I think your favorite player. Yeah.
Romeo Aquara.
Yeah.
It is Romeo Aquara taking him down to ground. There's no one in the area. That is textbook intentional grounding, and it's in the end zone. This should be a safety. It is. The flag has been thrown.
Oh my God, you're joking.
Is it in the end zone? It's so close.
Just outside.
They've called it a 1 yard line penalty. I think we should challenge. I wonder if we could challenge it because it's on the line. It's on the line.
You see the replay. You can see his foot's on the half. It's half a yard out.
Foot's on a half yard line, but the ball's a half a yard behind his head.
Is it?
I don't know whether you can review it or not. Second down and 25, so close to the season's first safety.
Yeah, people are saying, the ball's in the end zone, it should be a safe. There we go. If Riz and that are saying it, then I trust them because I still haven't. Oh, are they getting the call from New York? Yes, Anzalone.
Second down and 25 from the half yard line.
Blitz.
5:19 left. Cam Sutton and everyone getting into it. The crowd, massive. And what the defense having to get together and huddle to get the call because they can't hear it. But the Panthers are ready. Bryce calls for it in shotgun. They might be blitzing here, the Lions. They might be coming.
I hope so. I would if I was Glenn.
Takes a snap, and there is pressure, and he throws it quickly out to the right-hand side, and it's a catch at the 7 for third down and 19.
So,
third down and 19. So lucky to not get a safety.
As I say, I know this is technically a running stat, but success rate, that is not a successful play if you're going by success rate.
Third down and 19, less than 5 minutes down the third quarter. Lions. Sorry?
I was going to say that's the first time I've heard. We've got a listener viewer in South Korea supposedly, Brian Free Cushion in the YouTube chat.
Bryce Young with the throw, and they're calling it incomplete now. It was a really bad throw. Fourth down and 19. Sorry, we've got a viewer in South Korea.
Yeah, if you go into the YouTube chat, Brian Free Cushion is visiting my wife's sisters in South Korea. Great to hear your podcast. Well, hope you're enjoying over there, my friends. It's somewhere I'd love to go when I've got a bit more money.
I recognise the account name, Brian. You've been in here before, I'm sure of it. So I hope we're giving you a good rendition of this game while you're away. I'm not sure if you're able to watch it out there, but hopefully you're enjoying it if you are. Fourth down and 19. Hecker standing on the line in the end zone and pressure in his face, but he gets it away just. Fair catch called for and taken at the Lions' 49-yard line. Lions take over out in front. 4:31 left, and in great field position to get some points on the board. Great
Just
stand by the
looking
Lions, Ash.
100%, and obviously we should have got the 2 points there, which would have made me very happy because I love weird safeties, but we move. But yeah, great stand. We've got the ball in a really good position here. 51 yards to go. We can just grind out the clock here, and we should keep. We should. I'm not going to look at ESPN and look at what their win percentage for us is, but it's got to be pretty high. We've got a really good chance here. We just got to play good, sound football. No stupid turnovers. No silly mistakes. Just keep it disciplined and just march down the field. As I
Looking
look over and I see the Patriots 24-0 down, and the Saints are on their 18-yard line to end the third quarter. The Patriots could be a bad football team.
Patriots are a bad football team. Belichick could go. I thought he was on the hot seat before, but they come into the season thinking, well, okay, now Rodgers is down, at least maybe we can beat the Jets, but they could be one of the worst teams in the NFL, and it's a great time to reset the franchise.
Yeah,
it really is.
Like, I think they could give him the old, like sort of retire or we'll push you kind of thing, or just move him to the front office.
Yeah. Although not GM. We don't want him as GM.
Not GM, but sort of like
well, we do want him as GM because he's bad at that side of the job. But, Patriots fans shouldn't want him as GM. He should be like director of something. Yeah.
Do what we've done with who did we do it with? There was an ex-Villa player. We did it about 5 years ago. He retired and he moved into the club structure, but I can't remember who.
Wasn't Hitzelsberger, was it?
No. Mile Jedinak, that's it. Mile Jedinak retired and instantly became our head of like youth development, and now he's at Tottenham as their director of football, I want to say, because him and Angie know each other because Australians.
Of course, that makes sense. Okay, looking around the league, Tennessee are all the way down to the Indianapolis 14, first down and 10. They're down 20-16. The Saints are second and goal from the New England 6 now, 24-0 up. Just start the fourth. Baltimore, Pittsburgh, 10-5 after a Pittsburgh safety, presumably. Because that's the only way you get 5 points.
So, yeah, the Pittsburgh were punting and it got blocked and went out of bounds through the end zone. As we come back.
Lovely throw to Josh Reynolds on a play action. He's got a lovely hand to beat someone all the way down to the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 24 yards on the Lions' first down.
I swear that's the punter as well they picked up. I'm just looking. Is that the punter they picked up ages ago?
Houston lead 12-7 at the end of the third, and the Miami Dolphins have scored again, 31-13 ahead against the Giants. Lovely throw by Jared Goff to Josh Reynolds, who has a lovely step when he wants to and a lovely punch to throw people off.
That was for Frankie Louvu, who's like their third best player in their defense, in my opinion.
Play action. Goff has got loads of time. Comes back over the other side of the field to... Who's that?
I can't... once it's 20... I think it's Knight.
Bam Knight, and he's injured his shoulder. He's hurt his shoulder. That looks bad. At first look, got 8 yards, but man, can't afford Bam to go down as well.
The good news is, I want to double check. I think I saw him sign somewhere.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, that looked bad.
Well, good news is, but I don't know how long he's been fit. So I don't know how long the thing has to go for. But Jamal Jefferson is fit because Cardinals had him for a tryout 5 days ago.
But he won't be able to come back to us because he got a settlement. So he'd have to probably wait 3 weeks from like now.
Yeah, that's the 3 weeks assumption. Yeah, so it'll probably be. As I say, but yeah. Oh. CJGJ is watching because he's just tweeted out about 4 or 5 minutes ago, them boys hunting, lion emoji. Oh, God, you've just scored again. Against...
Who scored again?
Saints. Liverpool ladies.
Oh, okay. Saints have scored a field goal. Field goal? No, touchdown. 31-0. Tennessee a 4th down and 1 at the Indy 5. Do they kick a field goal here or do they go for it? They went for it. They did not get it. And the Indianapolis Colts take over at their own 5-yard line, leading by 4. I'm pulling for the Colts in the AFC South.
I mean, same. We both like Anthony Richardson. We'll say,
oh my God, is that his wrist? I thought it was his shoulder, but it looks like his wrist. They're holding it in such a weird way as he's coming off the field. Oh my God.
So say A-Chain is currently 2nd in the NFL in rushing yards. He is 37th in rushing attempts.
Yeah, he's barely had any rushing attempts. 10 to 15 a game. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. And yet, when we do that with Gibbs, we get shouted at.
Right. 3:33 left in the third quarter. 2nd down and 2. At the 22-yard line of the Panthers, clock is now running. Goff changing the play from shotgun to under center with 2 tight ends and 2 wide receivers, including, is that Jameson Williams on the right? Looks like it.
Yes.
Goff, and he hands it off to Montgomery, comes out to the left-hand side and gets 4 yards and a 1st down, Detroit.
Yeah, well, I think it's looking from it and looking at some Twitter, I think Bam dislocated his shoulder. That's why they're holding his arm in place.
It was a double hit, one guy on one shoulder and one guy on the other shoulder, and that's just why it looked so bad.
Yeah. Come on, LaPorta.
Right.
You know what to do, Kim.
28-10, 1st down and 10 in the red zone now at the 18 of the Panthers. J-Mo motion right to left. Goff hands. Oh, he's going to get sacked. There's a naked bootleg, and they weren't fooled, and he walked right into it. Well done for not giving up a strip sack in that situation, because you are absolutely blind walking into that.
23. CJ Henderson.
Cornerback blitz. Well timed.
There we go.
Really well timed.
With 31-0 down, the Patriots put Zappy in. Eesh.
2nd down and 21. Need to get back in field goal range now. 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Goff takes a snap in shotgun. Oh, they are in field goal range still. Lovely throw and pitch and catch to Khalif Raymond for a gain of about 16. And it's 3rd down, 5. Brent asks Ash, which team is the worst at scoring in the third quarter? Is it the Lions?
I'm trying to see.
I wouldn't have thought it was the Lions, to be honest. 3rd down and 6 it is. Mike just said, no, it is the shoulder. The trainer's taking the weight off. Yeah, there you go. 3rd down and 6. 1.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Sorry, Ash.
I'm talking.
No, that's fine. Don't worry. I got it. 3rd down and 6 at the 14.5-yard line. Want to get down to the 8 for a 1st down. It's a wildcat and it's a direct snap to Montgomery. And he's got all the way for the 1st down. He's got all the way down to the 4-yard line. What a play.
That is a great play. 1st
down and goal from the 4. It was a direct snap in between Jared Goff's legs and Montgomery just trucking Panthers left and right. That's a clear hold not called on Jonah Jackson. We will just conveniently ignore that. David Montgomery over 100 yards rushing once again. He's been an absolute beast. 1st down and goal from the 4. 38 seconds left in the quarter.
Found it.
Goff snap and takes it, hands it off to David Montgomery, who burrows in, and he's a half-yard short.
I have found the answer to the question, and it will not. Well, one will support. It's 2 teams tied with 3 points scored.
Yeah.
Each in the third quarter. One is the Patriots. The other is Las Vegas.
There you go.
Both have scored 3. The next one is Panthers with 6. We have scored 14. We're actually quite up there. We scored more than Falcons, more than Texans, more than the Jags. Those 2 mentioned. Jets have only scored 11. 49ers have only scored 13. There's been quite a few teams. We're actually about middle of the park for scoring in the third quarter, to be honest.
Third quarter's just hard for everyone, basically. That's the thing. Most of the point scoring comes in the second and fourth quarters because teams tire.
Yeah. The Falcons have took the lead over the
No!
Texans. Yeah.
No. I
Fortunately.
can't. I can only put one receiver in my scoreboard, which is coming up now. End of the third, and the Lions lead 28-10. No score in the third quarter by either team. Bryce Young, 15 of 28, 146, one touchdown, two interceptions, and not a safety. Laviska Chenault, 5 carries for 27 yards. Thielen, 7 for 79. Goff, 19 of 27, 209 and 3 touchdowns. David Montgomery, 19 carries for 109 yards and a touchdown. Sam LaPorta, 3 receptions for 47 yards and 2 touchdowns. Don't forget Josh Reynolds, 3 of 4 for 49 and a touchdown as well. And the Lions had 3 turnovers on the day. Will Harris recovered a fumble by Miles Sanders and an interception by Jerry Jacobs and Hutchinson, respectively. Ash.
To be honest, I'm actually not too mad at that. Like, I know we've had the whole thing of the third quarter, which Chris quite elegantly coined a couple of weeks ago. But I'm happy just to have a scoreless third quarter. No teams really scored. And now, as in the fourth, it really does fall into our hands because we've got Montgomery's up to speed. He's now over 100 yards. We saw what we could do last week when we were in this kind of situation. So now it is just a matter of grind the clock out, run the ball, take what the defense gives us, and just get the game clock down to 000s.
Brent just said, we're better in the third than I thought. Thanks, Ash. There we go. And Carlton points out that we have Benny Snell at running back in the preseason as well. I don't think he's signed anywhere else as yet.
He hasn't, nor has Zigbo's. I've replied in there. The reason I said Jemai because I think he offers a bit more on offense than Divine Zigbo or Dennis Snell because they were both here more for the Craig Reynolds role, what I'm calling it, sort of like running back free, where they maybe take 5-10 snaps a game in offense, but the most part they just play special teams. I think we've got Craig for that. So for me, oh yeah, cool. Greg Bell's also a shout.
28-10, second down and goal from the half-yard line. Lions knocking on the door to start this fourth quarter. Sorry to interrupt, but they've broken the huddle now, and there's 10 seconds to go to get the snap off. Jumbo set with 2 tight ends. Man in motion. Goff sneak! And I think he's got there. I think he's got there, but they are not calling it. Referee's trying to see where he is.
Oh, and now we've got a Floridian. Hello.
They have called a touchdown. Touchdown, yes. Detroit. Jared Goff has it.
Hello to my Floridian friend. Hopefully you're a Florida State fan, otherwise we're probably... Well, he's not going to like my background.
Got 2 Florida people. Fletch lives daily. Good A mates from Tilla, Florida. But also Bob O'Lan is from Melbourne, Florida as well.
Oh, nice. Hopefully if you're listening, you're both Florida State fans because not good day yesterday for Miami. Let's put it that way. 25. So that's, yeah, it's officially a 3-score game now, isn't it? It's 3 8-point touchdown and 2-point conversions.
But if we get the PAT, it's a 4-score game.
Yeah. Well, on my stream, it hasn't happened yet.
I haven't looked yet. It hasn't happened.
True, yeah.
It hasn't happened. We're together. We're good.
Thank God. Hello, Blau. Blau is literally doing his job of holding a clipboard and a tablet. Very nice.
I started Jared Goff in a couple of leagues, and I've got a rush touchdown and 3 passing touchdowns.
Oh, no.
I'm here for it.
Oh no, Fletch. Oh no.
Don't say anything. Just accept it.
Montgomery's the first line to rush for over 100 yards and a touchdown in consecutive games since Kevin Jones in 2004.
PAT was dragged, but was good, and it's 35-10.
Yep, Donovan Knight is questionable with shoulder injury.
Questionable? Just rule him out, for God's sake.
True.
Lions have been super impressive today. This Panthers team is in desperation mode. They need to justify the trade to get Bryce Young. They've got a team which isn't bad and should be ready to compete for that division in a weak NFC South. Everything about this game said they needed to get back against a team they absolutely destroyed last year. They've not been at the races, and we've dominated on both sides of the ball. Ash, people were worried about this game. Maybe we won't cover it. Maybe it'll be in question, and we're 25 points ahead with 15 minutes to go.
Yeah. And I think, well, I said it during half time, but the thing that's really set us apart is that turnover margin. Like, we're +3 in it. We're obviously back to 0 in the league, not the league, the season now. And it's given us that little edge over. So now, because they have to keep throwing the ball, they're moving away from the running game, which is what burnt us last year. They were just able to run all over us. We've kind of role reverse on them. We've been able to run. We've had that sort of direct snap to Montgomery that wasn't really direct. It was through the legs of Jared Goff, watching it on a replay. The trust that Goff has in Ragnar, because if that was me snapping the ball, it'd be like that poor sideline report in the Oklahoma game yesterday, if you saw that.
I didn't, but I'll take your word for it.
I think it was Dylan Gabriel threw the pass away. It bounced off the turf right into the crown jewels of a videographer on the sideline.
Run up the middle for about 5 by Chuba Hubbard, 2nd down and 5. There's a name we haven't called basically all game, and he went for over 100 yards against us last year, and that's Chuba Hubbard's first rush of the game. Yep. No, it's not. 4th rush of the game. Oh. What? I don't remember his name being called at all.
Goff has rushed for touchdowns in consecutive home games. The 8th Tom Alliance quarterback has done so, and the first since 2012. He's also the first line quarterback to produce a game with 3 passing touchdowns and run pushing touchdown in a game since 2012.
Cam Sutton beaten there by Jonathan Mingo. Had a chance to stop him for a 3rd down, but converts for a 1st down instead.
That is a banging tweet.
Bijan Robinson with a lovely touchdown for the Falcons to make it 15-12. 9.5 to go in that game.
Banging tweet here from Jeremy. Lions up 4 scores. We call that the Abraham Lincoln. I love that.
Hand off up the middle. Gain of 4, maybe 3.
Oh, why are you doing that to Young, man? Don't compare him to Troy Aikman.
Yeah, but I guess what they're saying is, okay, he's lost his first 3 games, but it's just not a disaster. I don't mind it.
Right.
2nd down and 6 for the Panthers at their own 45-yard line. Takes a snap, drops 5 yards, throws to the left-hand side. Nice throw. Flag flies. Jerry Jacobs in the coverage. It's going to be a 1st down if the play holds up.
I think we're going to kind of prevent now because you could see there Jerry and Sutton were far back and Kirby and Walker were even further back. So it's garbage. It's officially garbage time.
Lots of people calling for the starters to be benched. And at this point, I don't really blame them. We don't want to have any more injuries.
At least offensively.
Illegal contact on Tracy Walker declined. 1st down for the Panthers. Yes, Jared Goff has thrown over 200 yards, got 3 touchdowns and a rushing touchdown, and really should be considering... I would pull the starters on both sides of the ball. I really would. I think we're there. Bryce Young takes a snap, hands it off. They're rushing it because they don't care about the clock. They just want to look good at this point and get some points.
They want to get on the plane, go home, have a nice snap.
Not even that, they just want to score some points, and they recognise that in this sort of coverage that running the ball is the right thing to do, and they don't care about whether it's going to win the game or not. At the Detroit 43 now, 2nd down and 4. And Bryce calls for it, and he pulls it and throws it. Massive blanket given by Jerry Jacobs. Good tackle, though, 1st down and 10. To Carolina. But plenty of time coming off the clock.
Daniel Jones has been ruled out for the Giants with a neck injury.
Probably going to improve their chances. Don't know who the backup is, but it's probably
Tyrod, I think.
It is Tyrod, yeah. 12:20 to go. 25-point lead for the Lions.
Oh, three of the other games in the red zone. Damn it.
Young changing the play. Man in motion as Mingo takes a snap, fakes the handoff, play action, looking deep, gonna get sacked, throws it away just in time. And there is a flag on the play for a late hit on the quarterback. It's gonna be roughing. It's gonna be roughing. It has to be.
Yeah, I think it is because Jeremy just tweeted from Pride Destroyed account penalty tackling the quarterback
On Charles Harris, and it's
I would
harsh.
honestly say that's harsh. I think it's more on Jones for coming over the top and putting his full weight on him. Because at least Harris was coming from the side and didn't put his weight on him, but then Jones comes in and absolutely levers him.
Lions fans booing the decision, but it's not going to make any difference. 11:57 left. First down and 10, getting towards the red zone now. In fact, they're probably in the red zone at this point.
Yeah.
If they call it on Bugs, it's cool. If they call it on Charles,
Harris.
it's not. Play action for Bryce. Looking down the middle. Touchdown, Panthers. It's DJ Chark on his return to Ford Field. And the Panthers get on the board in this second half.
It's
booing by the Lions fans. Cam Sutton just getting beaten deep. Lovely route. Good throw.
It was a really good route, yeah. It's the very definition of a consolation touchdown. It's not really going to, unless barring something really mad, that's not really going to have too much of an impact on the final result.
Hopefully not. Colts in the red zone at the 2-minute warning. 4-point lead. First and 10 at the Tennessee 18. PAT is up and good. 35-17 now, so it's an 18-point game, and they really need to onside kick this. They don't have enough time otherwise. Saints have
Falcons have just kicked off. The Falcons have just kicked a field goal. With your bet.
Right. Saints are up 34-0 now with a field goal. 5:43 left in that one. Running up the score. Pittsburgh have scored another field goal. And that means that with 3:30 to go, 3rd and 9 at their own 21, it's 10-8. Anyone scared about the Baltimore offense, look away now. Houston, Atlanta, as you say, with a field goal, 18-12 for Atlanta, but they are kicking off with just less than 7 minutes to go. And Miami are up 31-16 with the ball in their own territory, 3rd down and 1 at their own 34 with 8 minutes left to play. You frowned at me, and I know the Pittsburgh defense is good, but when your offense isn't converting and scoring points and you're putting the ball in the hands of the opposition, you're giving someone like Lamar Jackson lots of chances. And eventually, especially the way he's been passing the ball, you'd expect more from the Baltimore offense with that many chances.
True, but to give Lamar a tiny little bit of, not respite, but sort of an excuse, his two best outside receivers who he's actually got chemistry with are both out with Beckham and Bateman. So he's basically just got...
I thought Beckham was playing.
I think he's... Let's have a look. When I saw early, he wasn't...
I got him in fantasy, and I swear it said he was healthy, but I might be wrong. Thank you to Brian Higgs on YouTube, who has subscribed. Odell has had 2 of 3 for 13 yards. He might have been knocked out of the game early. Yeah, but Rashad Bateman's also in the game, so it's not like they've got no one. He's got Nelson Aguilar, Zay Flowers, Odell Beckham, and Rashad Bateman playing. Receivers should not be the problem here.
True. But yeah, well...
They have, in terms of net yardage, they have 317 yards of offense, including 204 through the air. And they scored 10 points, all of which in the fucking first half. That Baltimore offense sucks. They fumbled the ball twice. And they've had an interception. So there's been 3 turnovers of the Baltimore Ravens.
Technically 4. Technically 4, because remember they had the punt blocked for the safety.
Yes, indeed. Makes sense. Many thanks to everyone for being in the chat today. Even with an almost dead game, you're still here with us, and we appreciate you all being here very, very much. almost 50 of you in the live chat between YouTube and Twitch. Chuck us a like if you haven't done already. It helps us out very, very much. Kickoff is away. They didn't onside kick it because they know they can't win this game. I say that, but I mean, if they score again, it starts to get interesting. So the Lions have to make sure they don't go 3 and out here to not make it interesting. Brian Higgs, who subscribed, says, great play-by-play, and thank you, Brian, very much for that. I appreciate you.
Hello, Calvin.
Yes, Megatron is in the building. How much I idolized that man when I was young. Yeah.
I'm sad because I just as I began actually watching Lions football was just as he retired.
Toss to the right to Craig Reynolds and a no gainer. There, 2nd down and 10. .5 minutes to go in this game. 2nd down and 10. Goff is still in there. The starting offensive line appears to be in there. Marvin Jones, Craig Reynolds, Khalif Raymond, Josh Reynolds, Sam LaPorta in. So basically all the starters apart from the running back.
Yeah. So say, well, proof that Odell's in. Joe Porter Jr.'s just got his first career interception in coverage of him.
That must have been just now because I saw that on the stats when I was looking a minute ago. Lovely throw to Josh Reynolds. What a play by the Lions. On 2nd down and 10, there's a flag on the play.
Flag. Please don't wipe this out because I think that might put Reynolds near 100.
What a throw and catch. Here's the call. Pass interference on the defense.
Yes. 70. That makes it 76 yards for Reynolds.
Reynolds beats the man at the line. I think that's CJ Henderson.
It is, yeah.
And I mean, there's no separation there, but Goff puts it just on the money, and Reynolds over his shoulder didn't come down with it cleanly, but does manage to pocket it, and it's a 1st down for the Lions in plus territory. Pittsburgh driving to end the game here in Baltimore territory, trying to win the game with 2 minutes left. Goff toss behind him, and Reynolds has got lots of room, and he's got a 1st down, and he goes for about 16 and a 1st down.
You can see Goff saying thank you to Reynolds, to Craig Reynolds.
Lovely blocking by the offensive line, and Reynolds with a lovely cut at the 2nd level. J-Mo doing a really good job of blocking at the 2nd level there. Really impressive.
Remember, no block, no rock.
No block, no rock. Just less than 10 minutes to go now. Reynolds remaining in the game. 2 rushes for 17 yards for him. 12 personnel now in the game, including Antoine Green. Handoff to Reynolds, who hesitated and then ran for a gain of 7, 2nd down and 3. Lions continuing to kill clock.
I think I'm officially upgrading Craig Reynolds from being a TV subscription service to an actual TV show. He's becoming the closer.
Why did I want you to say The Wire? And I don't really know why. 2nd down and 3.
The Wire's a good name. The Wire's a good name because I think, actually, to be fair, I think Kyra Sedgwick, who is in the closer, who you might know as Kevin Bacon's wife,
right?
She might have been in The Wire.
2nd down and 3. Get the snap off just about, but kills lots of clock. Craig Reynolds with a lovely jump cut. Good blocking up front. He could go all the way. He gets down at the 4-yard line. 1st down and goal from the 4. Craig Reynolds. I was calling in the pre-show for Craig Reynolds to get plenty of touches. And my God, is he repaying my faith.
Matt Milano has suffered a fractured leg today, and it's presumed to be season-ending.
I would guess so. That is Jameson Williams with another fantastic block on the outside. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Take the lead against Baltimore. One of the worst offenses the league has ever seen is leading the Baltimore Ravens late. Goff hands it off to Craig Reynolds, looking for the end zone, trying to bounce it outside, and that's a tackle around the neck for a loss of 1. 2nd down and goal from the 5. Joshua Mercer says, yo, JMO is a solid blocker. He is putting in a shift, Jameson Williams, today.
I'm probably going to say 70 plus run blocking grade.
It's got to be up there somewhere, especially for someone of his size as well. And that isn't going to get factored into the grade. But the thing is, pound for pound, he's a fantastic blocker.
100%. I'm just looking to see what it is now for him. Run block.
7:35 left. Second down and goal.
Oh, yeah, he hasn't. Of course, he hasn't. He won't be on there. Actually, what are you doing?
Goff. He hands it off again. Reynolds up the middle. Touchdown Lions! Barrels down the middle. Fantastic drive. Basically, Craig Reynolds all the way, apart from one Josh Reynolds play. Oh yeah, baby.
Did you see Monty just sprint across from the sideline to come celebrate? That is my running back. Oh, well, this might surprise you, the stat. That is Craig Reynolds' first career regular season NFL touchdown. That right there.
That really surprises me, actually. I thought he'd scored for us before.
Nope. I think he's got a lot of yards, but and I scored in the preseason. But yeah, that's his first like proper regular season one, which is nice as we get to 42, which is one of my favorite numbers.
Well, I mean, if you're a fan of the books, then that makes sense.
Yeah, but that is also because that was my house number back when I used to live in Birmingham. I will not say the road though because I am not doxing my parents and family, but
I did read Hitchhikers not that long ago, actually, for the second or third time. It's a great book.
It really is.
Goff threw one pass in that drive, and it went for 28.
Yep. Everything else was Craig the Closer Reynolds.
Craig the Closer Reynolds went 6 carries for 48 yards and a touchdown on that drive.
So on that one drive, he's got 10.8 fantasy points.
10.8 fantasy points. Not only that, he went 8 yards a carry.
The Lions have rushed for 9 touchdowns through the first 5 games of the season, tying the franchise record most recently accomplished in 1970. That actually surprises me that we have not done that before and we had like Barry in that.
Nuts, yeah.
I'm not weighing in on that.
Sorry?
I'm not. I've seen you and what you and Stevens discussing. I'm like, I can't weigh in on that because I don't remember if I've ever said anything about Craig Reynolds outside the preseason. So
Steve would know that I called for more carries for Craig Reynolds if he was listening to the pod on Thursday. If he'd been on the pod on Thursday, but he wasn't here. He wasn't here.
Fans are, well, this sounds bad because in our kind of culture, leaving early is a bad thing, but fans are already leaving early because we're that far ahead.
I mean, the thing is, coming out of Detroit from a game, it's so congested and horrible to get out there that I kind of don't blame them. But if your manager was Jurgen Klopp, your fans would be getting panned if you were leaving early.
Oh,
because
I mean, same with Ottawa.
Yeah,
same with us. Like even though it's quite infamous how bad access is around Villa Park, it's the same with us. If you leave early, you're booed.
I drove past Villa Park not too long ago. We stopped off around there on the way back from Liverpool, and it's not the best location.
We're supposed to be getting better transport links for it, and hopefully us being selected as a host stadium for the 2028 Euros will help with that. Because obviously Turkey recently pulled out, so England and Ireland are guaranteed to hold the 2028 Euros.
Yes, it's a joint bid, isn't it, between England, Northern Ireland, Wales, and Scotland?
Yeah.
It's going to be
and Ireland. Cool. And Ireland. Dublin's going to be a host city
Dublin's
as well.
got a host city as well. So it's British Isles. British Isles Euros. It's going to be great.
Yes, I think a River Stadium.
Oh, don't show that graphic.
Don't! Actually, no, do, because I'm wearing an NFC Central jumper. Do it. Totally did not cost me. Totally did not cost me 34 quid at my favorite vintage store. But
yikes!
It's worth it.
It is, but
it's independent. Like, not to be it's 101 vintage in Nottingham. If you live in Nottingham, that it's owned by such a lovely couple, and they're so nice. Like, I walked in and they literally just pointed at the rack. I was like, okay, yep, I get the message. They're also going to give me a discount on hopefully give me a discount on a Red Wings jersey that they've got coming in.
Oh, nice. Cool. Worth having that relationship. Second down and 2
Exactly.
after an 8-yard gain on first down on a rush up the middle. I want those hats. There are some Lions hard hats in grey in the crowd, and I want them.
Same. You know what I'm like with hats. Which is
James
why I'm so happy
Burgess said, had to play I wish on a great day of football, but if I'd gone gas on Seattle before the end of the fourth quarter, it could be 5-0, but I'll take 4-1 with a smile, knowing we control our fate. Bryce Young hands it off up the middle, and that's going to be a first down just, but good defense by the Lions.
I mean, you mentioned, to go back, Matt mentioned hats. If you love hats, get yourself a ROTL UK hat from our store.
Yeah, I should bring up the store. I wish it was easier for me to find the damn thing.
Yeah. As I say, because I like to look at the pin badges as well. Like, I'm a kind of a badge guy, and I'm considering.
Well, lovely throw by Bryce Young for deep yards to number 80. Name I don't recognise.
Ian Thomas.
Ian Thomas. Okay.
Is there kind of Shane Shilstra, but with slightly more blocking upside? But yeah, that's just a turkey hole. I'll accept that. What the
hand off to someone, Chuba Hubbard in the backfield, gain of 3, second down and 7. There's a comment in the chat. Falcons have scored a touchdown to ice the game against the... Oh no, that's Houston. Sorry. Houston has scored within 2 minutes to go ahead. Dalton Schultz from CJ Stroud. My bad. Lamar has fumbled. Pittsburgh win, says Fletch Lives Daily.
Jesus Christ.
And I'll comment on the Anfield thing in a minute. Second down and 7, coming towards 5 minutes to go in the game. 42-17. Just over 5 minutes to go. Bryce throwing to the left-hand side. Good throw to Thielen. Caught. Nice tackle by Will Harris, who's had a really solid game. First down and 10. And so, Carlton Wood says, don't think Anfield is one of the stadiums for the Euros, but Everton's new stadium is. Thinking face. The reason for that is that Everton Stadium is obviously new and quite big. It's going to be shiny and lovely. The other reason why Anfield is never used for England games, and the main reason for that is that England insists on all papers being given access to the press room, and Liverpool do not allow the Sun newspaper to be in the press room at Anfield. And because they are mandated to do that for England games, they said, instead of having England games, we won't bother. We don't want the Sun anywhere near. If you want to have the reasoning for that, search Justice for the 96 or Justice for the 97 and the Sun.
Yeah.
Grandizer 12 saying, what is the address to your P.O. box? Any fans that like to mail a Lions hard hat to you? We do now have a P.O. box, but I need to actually find the address for it. What's that?
I just said, I'll put in the chat, I'm happy to be the P.O. box.
We've got one. I've signed up for one, but I just need to find it. It's second down and 10, at the Lions' 25-yard line, trying to stop the Panthers running up some more points here. Young with a throw, nice throw to Adam Thielen for 10 yards. He gets down after an 11-yard game, first down and 10 once again. 3:37 to go in the game.
Texans game's looking good, supposedly. Oh God, yeah. Falcons on the Houston 26 with 47 seconds and 3 timeouts left. Eesh.
Bryce looking right. Incomplete.
Anzalone.
Second down and 10. 3:05 left. Right, I'm going to put the P.O. boxes in the chat. But it's too many words, so I'm just going to put it in 2 messages. Oh, and I've fucked up there. There's those. Bryce hands it off on second down and 10 to Chuba Hubbard, and he gains about 6 for third down 4. Third down and 5. I am going to try and edit the video for this, but it's hard to actually do that. And then hopefully we'll pick it up on subsequent videos. Third down and 5 from the 9-yard line of Detroit. Bryce looking left, takes a hit towards his head. There is a flag. It's going to be roughing. I called it as soon as it happened. It looked like a hit in the head. There we go.
Helmet, unfortunately, yeah.
Carlton Wood says, what was the over-under on this game? I believe from memory it was something 43?
43 and a half, I think,
43 and a half, yeah.
I'll get it up on the score up. So I had to look at it earlier.
First down and goal from the 4.5-yard line now. 2:23 to go in the game.
43 and a half, and then us minus 9.5.
43 and a half. We've almost beaten the point score by ourselves.
Exactly.
Fantastic. Beautiful. I love it. 2:23 left. First down and goal from the 4.5-yard line. Lions trying to stop the Panthers scoring any more points. Bryce looking right, throws out the back of the end zone. Second down and goal.
Good point, Fletch. But so was T's Table and Davis. But it's fair to say that I think the last Lion that was a Seminole was Ernie Sims, a linebacker, and he wasn't so good, so I can't talk.
Second down and goal. 2:18 to go. From the 4. Bryce, play action, rolling out, stops, throws, and out the back of the end zone. Third down and goal. Looking at DJ Chark.
Oh.
Says, don't tease me. Tease me, table. This has been one of the most comprehensive performances the Lions have ever played since I've been a fan. And I think this might be the second time I've said that this season.
It is. Right, it's up there. You've got this, you've got Falcons, and you've got last year with the Jags.
Well, and the Packers first half.
And the Packers first half.
We've done it back to back. 2:12 left. And Bryce, that's going to be
delay game.
A delay game. It's going to be, timeout taken. Delay of game is called. Third down and 9 now, setting them back 5, giving the Lions a chance to hold them here.
Let's have a look. Just checking.
Grandizer, I've put the PO box in the description of this video. I know you probably won't have it now, but if you refresh the page, then it won't just be lost in the live chat. Here come the Panthers, and the Lions fans are still getting loud. Despite some people leaving, the attendance is still pretty good out there right now. It's going to be delay a game again. Did they get it off? Bryce does throw it, and it's about 4 yards short, and it's a good tackle by Jerry Jacobs and Will Harris to leave them 2 yards short. It's fourth down and goal from the 2.
Well, you just mentioned the attendance, and the official attendance number has been announced at 63,648. That's quite a lot of people.
I mean, that's full. That's the full attendance, I think, isn't it?
I think so. I'm just quickly checking because I think that this is the first time this season we've had less penalty yards in our position. I'm just going through now. It's definitely more. We definitely had more against Green Bay. We had way more than Falcons. Seattle was Jerry, so probably have more. Oh no, Seattle had more than us. They had 9 penalties for 80 yards. We had 4 for 24.
Adam Thielen
Falcon.
now, by the way, is over 100 yards for this game. Good return for him.
Falcons have won against Houston.
I'm really pulling for Houston.
Yeah, Miami won 31-16 against the Giants. Patriots got shut out 34-0.
34-0. Yeah,
So they've
Pittsburgh
been
wins
out.
17-0.
The Patriots have been
Indianapolis
out.
win.
Yes.
23-16. I'm pulling for A-Rich and Jonathan Taylor.
Same. The Patriots have been outscored 72-3 in the past 2 games.
That Pittsburgh scoreline just bodes so well for us. It really does.
Yeah.
That Baltimore team is one of the hardest teams on our schedule, and they just got held to 10 by a Pittsburgh team who is a historically bad offense. Their offensive success rate is so bad. And they haven't exactly been playing hard defenses.
DVOA. Tweet out. They are. I'm looking at the DVOA.
Yeah.
They're not even the worst by DVOA.
Who is?
Giants. Giants of minus 33.7. There's a massive kind of jump to.
Is that total DVOA or offensive?
Offensive. They're not even, they're not the worst in. Who is the worst in total DVOA? This is being confusing. The worst in total DVOA is the Giants.
Right, 4th down and goal from the 1.5 yard line at the 2-minute warning. Bryce Young calls for it and gets it, looks left, throws quickly, catch, and Thielen extended for it, and they've called it a touchdown. Thielen scores. Good play by Tracy Walker, being really close in coverage, really tried to tackle him hard. You couldn't do better than that, but Thielen extended for it, and he did break the plane. Well done to him.
At the end of the day, Tracy just got hooked on a Thielen.
Please don't spend ages checking this because it clearly is a touchdown. So let's just get on with this.
Yeah, it doesn't exactly. It doesn't really matter. Just they've got the touchdown. We're going to get the ball now, and we're just going to run 3 times. They're going to waste all 3 of their timeouts. We'll get a first down. And we'll kneel down the ball and win the game.
Well, I mean, it's an 18-point game. Well, I don't think they'll even onside kick it. I think they'll just normally kick it off and not actually use any timeouts. I think they'll just run it out. The Lions did not lose a quarter today. Carolina went 0-10, 0-14. The Lions went 14-14, 0-14. 3 quarters with 14 points out of 4. Amazing. Amazing stuff.
It really is, yeah.
Joshua Mercer7 says, that joke bummed me out. And Mike Marine says, boo. Just want to know that you've done that.
I always do that.
Yeah, you do.
That's why I was so happy that Ryan appreciated this week's game preview article title.
Fletcher Lives Daily says, great show, guys. See you next week. We will see you next week for the Flex game. America's Game of the Week. 4:25 kickoff Eastern Time, 9:25 UK time. Lions at Bucks. It's going to be a really good one against the high-flying Bucks team leading the NFC South at 3-1.
I think the Panthers are lined up to onside kick this.
Oh!
He does the Rabona.
And it's recovered by the Lions. 1:54 left.
Oh, it's not just by any Lion. By Sam LaPorta, as we get a bot in YouTube chat.
I'm trying to... Oh, thank you to Mile Marker. Appreciate you for doing that.
Goff is not coming out.
Bridgewater's going in. Doesn't hurt Goff's running stats anymore. I love it. Fletcher Lives Daily says, I will be at the Bucks game. Ryan Farden, who's our chairman, shall we call him, as he's affectionately known, he will also be at the game for his 3rd of the season. So go and meet up with Ryan. Fletch, if you haven't joined the Facebook group. Oh, we hand it off to Craig Reynolds and run it for 3 yards. I thought we were going to. I guess because they've onside kicked it, they should probably take timeouts, but they're not. They're not taking timeouts.
They won't, yeah.
So, yes, go to the Facebook group, Detroit Lions Fans UK1 Pride Worldwide. You'll find several people from this side of the pond who regularly go to games. And if you want to meet up with them, please do that. So it would be great to have you meet up with one of our guys. Teddy's in.
There it is.
Detroit Lions, 3 passing and 3 rushing touchdowns for the first time in the same game since Pittsburgh in 1962, against Pittsburgh in 1962. That is an incredible stat. 51 years.
Here's one for, well, it's not as long of a stretch, but it's still quite a good stat. This is the first time we have gone 4-1 since 2011.
So I'm guessing that in 2014, when we started 6-0 or 5-0 or whatever it was, that doesn't count then because we weren't 4-1 at any point.
True, yeah. Oh, yeah, true.
Right? Didn't we start hot in 2014? I swear we did.
I'm having a look. I've just seen it tweeted, so I don't.
And that's the ball game. Is the second Neil was taken out.
Yeah. 2014, we lost week 2.
Oh.
At the Panthers.
Which one season we started really hot, and I can't remember which one it was. Maybe it was 2011 that I'm remembering. I don't know. 24-14. 42-24. 24-14. What am I thinking of? 42-24 is your final score at the end of the 4th quarter. Let's bring up the scoreboard for the final time. 23. There's 24. Panthers, Bryce Young finishes with 24 for 40. No, he doesn't. 25 for 41. I haven't updated for the final pass. Sorry. 247 and 3 touchdowns for Bryce Young. 25 of 41, 247, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Chuba Hubbard led the team in receiving yards. God dear Lord, rushing yards. 9 carries for 35 yards. And Adam Thielen for 11 receptions, 107 yards, and a touchdown. The Lions, Jared Goff, 20 of 28 for 236 and 3 touchdowns. David Montgomery led the team in rushing 19 carries for 109 yards and a touchdown, but ably backed up in the 4th quarter by Craig Reynolds, 7 carries for 52 yards and a touchdown. And in the receiving game, Josh Reynolds led the team 4 of 5 for 76 and a touchdown, but Sam LaPorta with a career day for him in terms of receiving touchdowns, 3 of 4 for 47 and 2 touchdowns. Of course, can't forget about the defensive side of the ball in the turnover game. Miles Sanders fumbled and it was recovered by Will Harris. And of course, there were 2 interceptions, one by Jerry Jacobs, one by Aiden Hutchinson. On defense, Carolina were led by Von Bell, 9 total tackles, 4 of which were solo. There were 3 tackles for a loss and 2 sacks. The sacks were by Brian Burns and CJ Henderson, and CJ Henderson also had a tackle for a loss. Detroit on defense, led by Alex Anzalone, who had 11 tackles, 8 of which were solo. There was 1 sack and 2 TFLs, all by Aiden Hutchinson. Riley Patterson was perfect on the day in terms of extra points, but did not attempt a field goal. And Eddie Pinheiro was perfect in all of his kicks. Ash, comprehensive performance by the Lions, win by 18. Never looked in doubt, really. What are your thoughts on the game?
As you say, most rounded game we've had so far this season, and yet there's room for improvement still. Things we can improve. I know we didn't have Amon-Ra, didn't have Gibbs. Jameson, for the most part, was a non-factor in that. But it's a really good game. We just need one thing we really need to work on, especially if we want to get where our aspirations want to take us, is the 3rd quarter. We really need to work out whatever's stopping us from playing well offensively in the 3rd. I know, obviously, I went through the stats and the reaction not the worst, but for some reason we just seem to lose all momentum coming out the half. We need to remedy that if we want to be able to go against Dallas, Philly, San Francisco in the playoffs, because Dallas had its weakness against the Cardinals. If Philly got taken to overtime by Washington, and the 49ers, is Purdy all that? They do have their questions, but ours is still the biggest of those questions out of the sort of big 4 in the NFC. Now, I'm putting us there It's them three and us. We are the big four in the NFC now. We need, and we just stakes our claim for that. Best start since 2011. I've been through. Yeah, this is the best start since 2011 when we went 5-0 to open the season. This is good. We are creating a whole new Lions thing, and it's just going to continue next week against Tampa, who are going to be in their creamsicles, and hopefully we melt them like ice cream because we're just going to keep marching on.
It really bodes well for the future. You know, this is the sort of game that you need to win, but the method of the win also needs to be there. You don't want this to be a scrappy one where you go, well, at least it's one in the win column. This needs to be a win where you take care of business and go, this was never in doubt, because it should never have been in doubt.
Exactly. It's the difference between end of last season where we were kind of doing like those one-score wins and what wants to be this season where we are just putting away the bad teams, and then with the good teams, yeah, we're holding them close. Okay, 1 win point over the Chiefs. That's good. Seattle, we took to overtime. That still looks good. The other games, for the most part, we've been away and clear. So yeah, this is what we need to do. We need to beat the bad teams comprehensively, and then the good teams, keep it close, and then hopefully the sliver of luck goes our way.
Yeah, so the Lions take a 2-game lead now effective in the NFC North. It was a 1.5 game effective before this game because the Lions are 1 game ahead of the Packers, but if the Packers drew level, the Lions would have the tiebreaker on a head-to-head basis. Now with a win and the Packers still yet to play, that's another half game. If the Packers lose, it obviously becomes a 2.5 game lead in the North, and we're only 5 games into the season. Now, of course, that relies on the Lions losing to Green Bay in the second matchup less than they won in the first matchup, which I think is pretty safe. I think we should win that game easily. That would set us on the road to hopefully a comfortable First Division title since 1993. The great thing about this is that even the peripheral players are coming to play. So I saw Chrissy in the chat on Twitch saying that the MVP is Goff. I saw other people saying that the MVP is potentially Sam LaPorta. But on defense, you've got to consider Hutchinson, of course. But Will Harris came to play when the game mattered most early on. And you've got to consider him for a game ball tonight.
Not a game ball. We've got to consider him for a cigar. I know if Ant's on tomorrow, he probably won't like us as one of us giving him Scott. But as you say, he gave up a couple of big catches, but for the most part, he did his job. He's come in, played Brian Branch's sort of role pretty damn well. Maybe not as explosive as Branch has been with it, but he's been steady. Like if he comes out with like a 65 PFF grade, I won't be too surprised. That's good. Like I know there was a tweet, one of the fancy accounts that I follow says we've given up the most points to slot receivers in the league and that. I don't care. Give up as many fucking points as we want to slot receivers. For winning the games and none of the players are looking bad, I don't care. It's whatever. As the Bengals score against Cardinals.
And also the Eagles have scored against the Rams as well. Concluding our coverage on this, because we'll obviously talk about it tomorrow as well, I'll just take you around the rest of the NFL and the finals in the 1 p.m. slate. Colts over Titans 23-16. New England fall at home to the Saints 34-0. With our friend present at the game as a Pats fan, I feel sorry for her, especially when her birthday was yesterday. Pittsburgh at home over the Ravens 17-10. Atlanta Falcons over the Texans 21-19. And Miami over New York Giants 31-16 at home. As, like I say, Cincinnati and Philadelphia go up to 7-point leads against Arizona and the LA Rams, respectively. Ash, any final thoughts before we sign off?
Don't look now, but we're getting closer and closer to having a really high pick in the first round. We're at 20 right now. I'm looking at Tankathon because obviously I just wanted to see. We're at 28.
Yeah,
we are getting next year when we go over, we might be our legs might starting to hurt by the time we pick.
They might, but hey, I will be excited to wait that long. I really will. Teardrop Floyd says 7-1 at the break. That's what I'm thinking at the moment. I was fearing Baltimore, but I'm just not anymore. There are things you can do against that offense, and we will preview that all. Please come and check out our review show, which will be tomorrow, 2:30 Eastern Time, 7:30 PM UK time. we'll have our preview show for the Tampa Bay game, I think on Saturday, because I'm going to be away on Thursday with work, which is unfortunate, but there we go. That'll be at our usual time, though. I think 2:30 Eastern, 7:30 UK time. So those are our next shows coming up. Of course, the college football podcast will be coming, but Ant is taking that offline for the moment, so that will be coming up on your audio feeds. Check it out on the podcast, and then eventually it will be uploaded to the YouTube, but just for the moment it's been taken offline. Giovanni Lyons in the chat just saying yo, and the Lions of course 18-point winners. Fantastic stuff, guys. We'll see you tomorrow for the review show. Ash, thanks for doing this with me as well. Thank you very much for doing that. Guys, in the chat, if you're still here, thank you for being here. We'll see you tomorrow. Let's go Lions, one pride, 4-1, baby!
Here comes Super Bowl.